Hello.
Lovely. I can see you and hear you loud and clear. What a lovely room you have there.
Why, thank you
Really
very much.
archaic.
Yes, it's
My kind
nice.
of thing.
No, it's nice. It's got all bits and bobs there. I'm learning to play the ukulele. I'll have to get the things around right and all that. I'm
Yeah,
terrible at
I
it.
take it off the wall if you want to learn the ukulele. That's my tip.
Right, I'm going to write that down straight away. That's brilliant. Thank you very
No,
much. Excellent.
that's all right. That's for me. I mean, I'm not a local boy, but even I know that much.
Do you have ukuleles at Sigma 9?
Well, only the ones we bought as souvenirs on your planet, but that's quite enough. One is enough, wouldn't you say?
Yes, and my wife would attest to that as well.
Absolutely. You have a wife and a ukulele? Well, there you go. I mean, you really are going some.
The Venn diagram of that does look quite odd. Looks more like a figure of eight, I'd imagine.
Indeed.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, look, thank you very much for joining me on my exceptionally tiny podcast, Your Excellency.
Is that what
I've,
it's called? Because that sounds hilarious. That's a
it,
great
it,
name.
it does. Maybe I should rename it. Yes, no, it's Byte High No Limit. Yeah, I took it from a strapline of a magazine that we have here on planet Earth back in the early 80s called Your Spectrum. And it had Byte High No Limit as a little strapline on that. And I thought, well, I'll have that. Just
Fantastic. And may I be the first to give a big old shout out to any Spectrum user, current or former. I mean, a fantastic technology. We're very jealous of it on Sigma 9, and we'd only hope that our games would load half as much as some of the Spectrum ones, which is saying something.
Oh, absolutely. You will be spoiled when that actually reaches your galaxy in good time. It's certainly been an inspiration to many people down here on planet Earth, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Uh,
You know,
it's,
trust me, the Spectrum's fame is galaxy wide and beyond. You'd be surprised, especially a little game called Percy the Potty Pigeon. Don't know if you know that one. Little Spectrum game. Check it out, you and your listeners. Yeah, that one reached Sigma 9, and we all have a lot of fun playing that one. Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Are you a Kempston man or do you use the keyboard?
I love a Kempston. That's how we fly our starships. They are actually Kempston joystick compatible. There is a little exclusive for you right away for the Byte High No Limit. Yep. In the interstellar galaxy, across subspace and beyond, we use Kempston joysticks. There you go.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. And do you play Elite? Are you any good at Elite?
Well, I mean, that's basically my job. So
Yes.
yes, if you know what I mean. I mean, I am the elite, and I think as we can establish on this podcast, and B, yes, flying around space, fulfilling missions, and blowing things up with lasers. That's pretty much life. So I am the real life elite simulator.
Indeed. Excellent. Well, thank you. I know that your time is precious today, Your Excellency. My first question really would be, apart from Sigma 9, is there any intelligent life out there in the universe?
No, but I say that as a relative statement. If you were to ask a more pertinent question, is there more intelligent life than on Earth out there? Then the answer to that is yes. There's lots of it, because Earth is pretty much, I would say, in the below average regions in the entire omniverse. There is stuff out there, but compared to me, no, I rule supreme. But
Yes.
you knew I'd say that because you're not stupid.
Well, I try not to be, but I always get things wrong in my podcast anyway. So I want to see whether the first thing I get wrong in this one.
Well,
Um,
you wouldn't be the first. I've listened to a few newsy podcasts, and they're all on your planet. They're all over the place. Unbelievable.
absolutely. They want to talk about the same thing all the time, don't they? Which can be a bit of a challenge as well. So,
Quite
yeah,
right. Not enough sea facts. I think that's the key point, as we're
well,
about to come on to.
I know, absolutely. So, I was going to say, how does one discover CFAX being so far away on Sigma 9? How did you first come across the concept?
Well, some things, as I say, do travel across the omniverse. You're probably not unaware of the fact that radio signals have been beamed from your planet ever since they started being broadcast. And we as extraterrestrials, we send probes around and we like to pick things up. And we've got some pretty nifty satellite dishes of our own. So we can pick stuff up. And, of all the things that us Sigma Nineans have picked up, nothing has come close to the blocky, multicolored wonderment that is CFAX. I mean, as if you need me to say this, all the rest of it, it's all much of a muchness. Yes, okay, some things are filmed, some things are animated, but blah, 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 blah. Who cares? CFAX is of its own, and it's a wonderful Earth invention, and as you can tell, I'm very, very keen to bring it back, because I would point all my digits and every recyclon digit. And that is the reason why your news is gone completely up the spout, because you live in a CFAX-free planet. You're mad. It was doing a great job. You replaced it with the internet, which is a complete travesty, and it all went wrong from there. But again, I'm not saying anything controversial here. I'm just saying the truth. CFAX rules. The rest of it, a load of old crap.
That's brilliant. So would you say that the limitation of CFAX just removes any conjecture? It just gets straight to the facts, so to speak.
Well, look, again, I'm going to take you up on your question here. Limitations? No, 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 no. Just because something does a simple set of... I'm talking to a guy who loves a spectrum here, you know? The point is, something that doesn't do a huge amount doesn't mean it's limited. It's part of its wonderment. So, no, no, no. I say the whole point of CFAX was it did what it said on the galactic cyber tin perfectly. And that's where everything's gone wrong, because you humans got greedy. You wanted more. You didn't just want a news service that told you what it was and, you know, had the odd viewer comment, but pretty well filtered. No, no, no. You needed to have social interaction, social media, everything being instant, everyone getting their say. What a load of bollocks. It's all gone wrong. So I don't say it was limited at all. It did exactly what it was supposed to do, and it actually did it properly.
Yes, long live the parasocial relationship. Absolutely. So I was just wondering, with you brought that across as one of your manifesto pledges, and it's it's a very serious and worthwhile one, along with free broadband for people. And in your election, in your mayoral election, you had 21 pledges in there. Would you think that the CFAX one would be the most deliverable out of all the 21 pledges?
Well, look, I don't want to sound too much like a politician, but I only make pledges I can deliver on, and you should know that damn well. Every single one of my promises on my manifesto, both the mayoral one and my general election ones, and across the omniverse, I stand by. Now, that might be bringing back CFAX, which means switching off standby, obviously. Or it might mean giving £1 trillion a week to the NHS. They're all very, very doable under a Binface administration. But of course, there's only one way to find out, which is to vote me in. But as you want to talk mayoral election stuff, I have to say, much as I believe my CFAX pledge is as great as anything I've ever proposed on your planet, there was a lot of love out there for price capping croissants at £1. A lot of love for that one. Even I was surprised, even though it's brilliant, about just how popular that one was. So CFAX now has competition amongst my great pledges, and rightly so.
No, absolutely. If anything, it causes great debate. I mean, I've noticed that Jess Phillips even picked up, Jess Phillips being a politician for the Labour Party, picked up on your CFAX as a touchstone, and you're becoming a bit of a zeitgeist. I think the people who would class themselves as more mainstream than yourself, Your Excellency, would be trying to tack themselves on and append to your manifesto. So I'd watch out for that if I were you, sir.
No, I love it. I'm a big fan of Jess Phillips. We have corresponded over the interweb. She says that people have even brought up CFAX to her on the doorstep in Birmingham Yardley. I love it. I've got no problem with other politicians liaising and interacting with my manifesto pledges. I mean, I'm a consensus politician, right? I might look like a totally insane 8-foot-tall intergalactic space warrior with a CFAX fixation, but no, I am the sensible one, and to get things done, you got to work with other parties. You got to reach across the cyber aisle. So, I say to Jess, I say to Caroline Lucas, I say to all of those MPs who do have a brain, come and talk to Albini, because I'm prepared to form an aggressive alliance to bring down those Tories. So if they want to talk, they know where to find me.
The coalition of the knowing, maybe. Yes. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much, Your Excellency, for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And you never know, I might be interviewing you one day on Times Radio, but I doubt it somehow. But
no,
thank you.
Well, look, you keep yourself pure. You don't need to take the murder or pound. You keep going with your independent podcast. I'll raise it to the skies. You tweet it out, and I'll post it and all that stuff. And I do call it Twitter still. It's not Elon, but you know what I mean. And all the very best. You're an excellent interviewer, Carl. And
Thank you.
you keep up that CFAX enthusiasm. You're on the right side of history, trust me.
No, thank you very much, Your Excellency, and all the best. And I shall be following your endeavours closely. But thanks,
Lovely.
mate. Brilliant. I appreciate it.
Galactic best wishes to you. Thank you so much for inviting me.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
All the best. Ta-da.
How Binface.
How Binface.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Count Binface being interviewed by Mr. Carlos Attrell on the Byte High No Limit Teletext People podcast, December 2023. Yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's the Teletext Sofa Club. Hey, hey, hey! Enjoy this music because it's going off in 5 seconds, and there it's gone. Shame. Welcome! Hey, you can see me. Hello. It's been a long time, guys. Welcome back for the Teletext Sofa Club. And with me today is my partner in crime. My partner in Teletext crime, the one, the only, Mr. Carlos Attrell of Byte High No Limit fame.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Yes.
All good. All good.
Excellent. Okay. Do you remember much about that interview with the most high Count Binface?
Yeah, I do. It was really good. He was graceful enough to give me a few minutes, and I thought let's try and keep it, rather than teletext, keep it more teletext than politics, really. But it was an absolute pleasure, really speaking with him. He was so funny. He just put me in ease straight away because he just took the piss from the moment we started about the ukuleles on the wall and things like that. And he was really funny. A couple of interesting things are that I'm sure there's some stuff on the cutting room floor about one day you'll have to stand in Clacton, because there was rumours going around even back then that that there was going to be sort of like movers and shakers. I think it was a Carswell at the time or something like that. But no, it was really good. It was great to hear back. Thanks for playing that, Dan.
Yeah, well, it's always a delight to listen to again, especially right now when Count Binface, the champion of CFAX, is at his peak. This is his moment. This is breakout time. Oh, by the way, have you noticed my shirt that I've got here? That shows up really good on the stream, doesn't it? The Make Feel Great Again shirt. I'm probably the only person that bought this shirt, by there he is, Binny. And he did make her feel great again, for me anyway.
He put it on the map. Now you got a sitting prime minister. So it's,
the prime minister. Yeah, he got a 9 to 5, didn't he? And 95 votes. Dolly Parton.
Yes. Yeah, no, he might get a few more this time round, but obviously, we try and stay apolitical on the nuts and bolts of it. That's the first thing we need to get right in. But he's
yes,
quite a movement. I think this week we'll see my meet along polling card. I'll have to fill in my meet along polling card to and if anyone doesn't believe me, my son's had his postal one through, and he showed me. Yeah, it'll be a nightmare to count.
For the count. Counting
Yes.
for the count. G7 says, fab interview. I missed that the first time round. Well, that's why we played it, because we want to give it exposure. Isn't that right, Carl? Because we want people to listen to those podcasts that you've done.
Absolutely. It's a part of the teletext culture. And, that's how we got, it's how we sort of like got in his sphere, really, was the fact that he did say about bringing back CFAX. And then, we sort of championed that. And now, it's incredible now because there are so many different Binfax services being spun off and all sorts of legal and illegal teletext being dreamt up around his thing. It's sort of like, we're not the gatekeepers, so it's really good to see everything all just spinning off for him. So it is good, and he is I guess he is the culmination of a anti vote for for whoever else is the incumbent, so it will make a very good focal point, until none of the above is actually introduced on a polling card. We need people like that to put everything in sharp focus.
Do you remember the guy who changed his name to none of the above? So he could run in a local election and people could vote for none of the above.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did. No, I can't remember that. I do remember, though, there was a big fuss a few years back. I think it was I did actually remember what constituency it was until right at the moment I had to say it. But I think it was in the West Country, and the literal Democrats were running next to the Liberal Democrats.
The literal Democrats, that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, you think you could have all sorts of fun and games on a polling card, couldn't you? You could have, like, the Reformed Party.
Yeah.
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 And just slightly misspell your name. But yes, less of them shenanigans. But
Well, Binface has suggested there could be a recycle party for him. Oh, the refuse party. Hey.
Refuse to give in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Never give up.
That's it. That's good. But yeah, no. What did you make of the interview then, Dan? Did you like the style? I mean, I got quite not nervous as such, but it's very very difficult when you're dealing with a character. You wanna you're trying to speak to the character, but he certainly he knew his ZX spectrums.
He did indeed, didn't he? And he's got his joystick there on his spaceship.
All
that he plays with
from Sigma 9 are joystick compatible.
That is an example of how funny he is. He just came up with that on the spot. And about your ukulele as well. That was brilliant. I loved that. Yeah. So I've got an introductory paragraph for you guys here today. Since we recorded our Teletext R podcast a few weeks ago, a lot has happened. In fact, our Teletext R podcast was out of date before it was even out of the door. Count Binface was already steadying himself for yet another challenge. We've gone from having him contest in my constituency of Makerfield great again, to Carl's constituency down there in Clacton. As Count Binface voters, I guess the both of us, were in a very unique situation to offer our insight into the Teletext Champion's newest quest to become an Earth Member of Parliament. And before we start, I just want to lay out the ground rule of just please be respectful. As Carl said earlier, we try and be neutral-ish, although we are very much in favour of Binface. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's just a bit of fun. And if you're watching the VOD, please be aware that there will more than likely be some cuts to the original live show. So HBN Texty TV is here. He says, hello, hello. I used to say that, didn't I, on the introductions?
Hello.
On that Teletext R podcast, we did get a few comments, didn't we?
We did, yep.
And, well, the main thing is that we talked about Telescore 302, didn't we? The Telescore app.
We did.
And Mr. Telescore himself commented saying, just watch the segment on Telescore. Really interesting. Thank you for all the kind words. They are really appreciated. Couple of responses, if you will. No, I'm not part of the Teletext community, if you see what I mean, but I'm very appreciative. Plenty of resources from the community helped me to build and design the app. Also, I hope I'm not treading on anyone's toes, especially Nathan. But I figure it's a bit different. Yes, it's a paid-for API that I use for all the data, and the small amount of revenue I get from the ads does cover the costs, thankfully. But yes, let's chat sometime later in the year for sure. Hopefully I'll stream again to YouTube, but I can't promise. Cheers, Mike. I don't know why I said comma then. It's as if I'm talking to my iPad again.
Yes, remember you have to dictate to your iPad in your special language.
Yeah, it's sneaking into my real life vernacular now. So yeah, that was very kind, wasn't it? It was very kind of him. So we'd very much welcome him on this show, and yeah, some behind the scenes knowledge. We do have some people who are kind of doing the same thing as Nathan in the community, and we're going to look at those later in the show. So keep watching for that. The other thing is, if you're watching on the VOD, don't forget there will be time codes in the description, so you can skip stuff. The stuff that you don't want to view or listen to, us blabbing on for 10 minutes. And that's it. Yeah. So it's excellent that people got in touch to respond. Mr. Clown, Fuckles the Clown. He said,
yes.
Yeah, great to see you dudes again. He says, I've been pretty decent, thanks for asking. Been missing you guys. I myself will be going on a CFX holiday, albeit a short one, in a few weeks. Keep up the good stuff. Love ya.
Ah, excellent.
Did you see that the games night is now titled Classic Game Night, I think, something like that? It was Friday.
Yeah, it was Fridays, but now it's Classic Games, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And they were doing a 24-hour live stream over the weekend, a repeat of all their classic shows.
Oh right, yeah. And also, I think the other thing that I'd like as well, as well as Fuckles, is the is on the other channel that we follow is like Whoops, all the game music and things like that, which is coming out. So that does really some really good stuff there, really good stuff. And I do try and hook up live, but I wake up 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and they've been hard at it all night. So I do try and chip in. I think I'm an AI half the time.
Oh, they'll get you to do a captcha or a captcha, whatever they're called. Yeah. Yeah, I woke up on a Sunday morning and saw that they were streaming, and they said, "Oh, well, we're just about to go." But when I jumped on, they stayed on for another 2 minutes, and I could leave a couple of silly comments about the basketball game that they were playing.
Were they playing 1-on-1, were they? Or...
I don't know what it was. It was some classic game night on the Saturn.
Oh, right. That's a bit too modern for me, Saturn.
Yeah, it's Saturn Retro now.
Well, I've stopped at the PlayStation 2. It's got a huge cachet at the moment, and whenever on Instagram, everyone loves PlayStation 2, and I can see why. Bloody brilliant.
Yeah, lots of classics for the PS2. My favorite is GTA San Andreas and the Gran Turismo games.
Yeah.
I played a lot. And others that I can't remember now. I had the silver PS2, by the way.
Did you?
The rarer one. Yeah.
Was that the fat or the thin one?
The fat one, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, yeah. I always think that I like to play Shadow of the Colossus and Ico and Rez, because like they're like really great games, and I have them and I play them, but my attention span is, I mean, I like Rez, but I just don't know what the hell I'm doing in Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, but they're brilliant games, absolutely groundbreaking.
Is Ico the dungeon crawler one?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I think it seems like it's on rails, but it's not. It's like an open landscape sort of game, and you have to rescue someone and you carry them through the game. It was beautifully done. Really, really are proper works of art. I think there's probably a separate podcast done by better people than me about how great the PlayStation 2 is. But if the guys at the Classic Games Night want to, like, I don't know, take some acid and play Shadow of the Colossus, I think I'd watch it for a bit.
So Peter Kwan is here. He says,
Hi, Peter.
Hello there. Hi, Peter. And also we've got BMN, who we're going to feature later in the show. He says, hello. By the way, the Ball and Streak Media Network, you're in the Netherlands, aren't you? Cod Binface was on an interview in the Netherlands with Newser. I think that's how you pronounce it, yeah.
Why are you running against all these people?
Why not? What's your hobby?
Well, my hobby, um, well, I could say my hobby does not bring me as far as you
What is
are.
it?
What is it? My hobby? I make gherkins on my roof terrace.
There we are. We're not so different then, you and I. I just make political gherkins out of British politicians, and I pickle them to the nth degree until they have been marmalized by old Binface. British politics is the only system where anybody can stand for election, no matter what they look like. I'm not naming names. And on election night, everybody has to stand on that village hall stage or the sports hall or whatever it is, whether you're Count Binface, you're Nigel Farage, or the Gherkin Party, and you all get a chance to stand together, and the great and the good are held to account. No pun intended. And I think it's wonderful, don't you? So I'm to be able to prove that this tradition is alive and well in the 21st century is an honor and a privilege, and I'm humbled by it.
He's an international superstar striker now, isn't he?
Oh, Japan as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think, what was he called? Lord Dustbin or something over there, and it actually translates.
Yeah. Well, he's gone by many names, including Lord Buckethead.
Mm.
So, I believe we're caught up on the comments. G7 said in regards to our podcast, blipverts, because we always seem to come back to blipverts, don't we? On this show.
Yes.
And I think that's all the comments. So thank you everybody who listened to and watched the Teletext R podcast. I've not been able to get it on Apple iTunes for some reason, but you can still listen to it on teletextart.co.uk and indeed YouTube. So Nick Cade is here. He says, hi, hello. I think you're going to enjoy this next segment, our opening segment, which is regarding this man, this man, and this man. So I've got all sorts of Binface related paraphernalia there in the background, including his son.
Good golly, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he gets everywhere, that Binface, doesn't he? Yeah. So Count Binface has a large connection with our Teletext community, having appeared on the Teletext People podcast, hosted by Carl, which you heard at the beginning of this show. And I've even been on Binface's Trash Talk podcast, very briefly, on his 50th anniversary CFAX special, which was a lot of fun. That was great. And also, Binface has done a Radio 4 show, CFAX Strikes Back, in 2024, which was sort of fulfilling one of his Manifesto promises to get Teletext back on the airwaves, except this was on the radio. I don't know if you've heard that, Carl, have you?
No, I haven't. No. Teletext for the radio. That's perfect.
Yeah.
God, yes.
CFAX Strikes Back, Illuminated. Look for that. It's on BBC Radio 4. And you can, if you're in the UK, you can listen to that. Or you're going to have to use a VPN probably to listen to it if you're outside of the UK. But forget that I said.
Opportunity there, Dan. Now you mentioned VPN. There's a revenue opportunity. Surfshark will come in and pay you thousands now.
Proton VPN. This podcast is not sponsored, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
It's like CFAX, really. It's got no advertising.
No, that's the important part. Yeah. So Peter Kwan says, was Carlos involved in getting Binface projected onto a Martello Tower?
Ah, funny you should say that, Peter. No.
Well, we don't know, actually. It might have... well, we've got a bit more coming up later in the show on that, if you want to stick around, Peter. But, yeah, maybe he was influenced by that. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, the Radio 4 special, I enjoyed that. I listened to that recently, like a scripted thing, where he supposedly comes down to Earth and revives CFAX, but it's in the form of this robot that speaks to him. And he invites lots of different teletext related people onto the show, and Rory Bremner does an impression of what's his name, Richie Beno for the cricket section, which I thought was fun. Yeah. So yeah, that's another fun thing you can listen to. But he's been all over the media, Mr. Face, Mr. Count Binface, and nearly everything is posted to his YouTube channel if you want to go and see that. Right. So Carlos, you happen to be in a place called Clacton, where Binface is campaigning as we speak. I wondered if you could give us a bit of a taste of the by-election experience on the ground.
Yeah, so there's a fair bit of campaigning about in the town centre. You've got all the parties that are contesting election, really. Walking around. There's a lot of reform lollipops going up outside houses, but people don't really sort of like talk about it to each other. I think there's just a lot of I mean, in general, I think people just know that we're just going to do it again after Christmas. So it is quite we everyone feels like they're part of a laughing stock, to be honest, and because of the way that the main person that triggered it has done so. But there's a lot of people coming in from outside. From all interested parties, Binfaces and the other party. So yeah, there are. Everyone's at large. Yesterday, another party called the English Democrats or someone like that. A huge caveat in case it wasn't them, got chucked off of Clacton Pier because they were hanging banners off of it, and had pyrotechnics. So
Could they swim?
Uh, well, yeah, that's a bit of a moot point around the pier at the moment, anyway. But there's a bit of I wouldn't say election fever as such. It's like I think people are just sort of like typically British sort of like not wanting to talk about it. Let me just show you a video, Dan. If I can just put this up to the camera.
Okay.
So this is my son's WhatsApp. Okay, I'm going to just try and press that. Have you got that in picture? This is the polling card. Ready? So that's the polling card. But personally, I think it's brilliant. I love it that Binface is down and I'm really good about that. But I've got to not evangelize about that because I'm doing it for different reasons. I'm doing it well. Basically, he ticks two boxes for me. He loves CFAX and he's not the other geezer. So he's all right by me. But yeah, no, it's all going off. I'll be come polling day on Thursday. I think we'll be glad it's all over until after Christmas. And then we'll do it all over again. I think it'll have only cost me, the council taxpayer, about £500,000 by then. So yeah, we'll wait for round two.
Yeah, well, Count Binface has absolutely jumped on that, hasn't he? About the reasons surrounding this by-election, just like he did in Makerfield when he included a point about standing mayors should have to serve their full term before they can run for parliament. And you know what? I kind of agree with him on that. It seems a bit dodgy that they can step down like that. And well, anyway, I don't want to go too deep into it, but yeah, Binface sort of parodies that, doesn't he? He pokes fun at that because that's what he does, isn't it? He
holds a mirror up to them. Really, he holds a mirror up to them. I think he articulates the frustrations in people, I think, quite well, and yeah, he probably says a lot of things that the politicians wish that they could say when they
Well, in our Teletext Tower podcast, a part that we cut out for time was you mentioning the Ming vase. So I wondered if you could explain to us your theory with that again. See, I'd like to say to all our listeners and our viewers here that Carl is very well read compared to me on politics.
I'm not particularly, thank you, but no, I've got like opinions, I guess. But no, the Ming vase is basically where you can go around, you can be, fairly reckless and say what you like about things, but then all of a sudden, when you're in a position where you can actually reach out to people and things like that, you've normally got like 10-15% of people that would just sort of like, go along with you no matter what. But to actually make a difference, you need to get to 20-25%. So that extra 10% is the Ming vase. That's when you actually have to be sensible with what you actually got. So if you can imagine you've got this Ming vase and you're trying not to smash it against things, that's where, some of these parties are at the moment. They've gone from like, the Wonkai Loon section up to people going, oh, right, yeah, might give them a go. But, as long as they're sensible with this, as long as they're sensible with that. And that's where, some parties are. They have a Ming vase at the moment and they're just trying not to smash it. It's very valuable. So if they smash it, they can't get another Ming vase. And that's what I meant about it. It's sort of like it's something of value that they have that they can't get back again, can't win it back again. So some people will be hoping their Ming vase is well and truly smashed. Other people won't. Only time will tell.
The reason I bring this up is because I think since his rise to superstardom in the last few weeks, he is closer than ever than getting his hands on that Ming vase. But I think in reality, he's always distancing himself from it, if you know what I mean. He doesn't want to, because once he steps into that, serious, I'm a serious politician, I really want to be a member of parliament. I'd like to say I think he does want to be, but I think it's more important that he keeps true to the character and remains Count Binface, if you know what I mean. Because for a start, if he got into parliament, he wouldn't be able to wear his costume. So it ruins all.
You're not allowed to wear a suit of armour in the Houses of Parliament.
Well, is it armour that he wears? Because it is armor technically, because he's got elbow pads, knee pads, shin pads, like cricket and football skating equipment. There's his armor. Yes.
The whole Houses of Parliament, I mean, the distance that the both benches are, that's 2 sword lengths apart.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So it's all based on combat and things like that. So you could say they'd have an unfair advantage because he could just bundle in there, couldn't he?
What about the lightsaber, though? What about 2 lightsabers?
Well, you got the mace in the middle. You could pick that up and hurl that about. I think Michael Heseltine did that once, and that's what I called him.
Oh yeah. Someone did that more recently as well. I think it was regarding Brexit, but anyway, yeah, we can't let Binface do that. Because he's I think as time has gone, he's become more benevolent than malevolent. At the beginning, he was saying, oh, we should arm the Earth with Binface's space lasers or whatever. That sort of deep space talk has gone from his rhetoric these days. I don't know, is that coming closer to the Ming vase?
Yeah, well, it could be that. I think the thing is, the bookies are quite mischievous, aren't they? They have him at high odds. They go, oh, his odds, his odds are shortened and all that. So more people put money on him. You never see a poor bookie. They obviously will stretch it back out to what it is. But again, I would imagine that the person that triggered the by-election in the first place will be harmed either way, because I mean, if it's looking at a 20% to 30% share of the vote not going that person's way, then they will be hugely damaged when they return back to Parliament as the new the re-elected as the MP. Because at the moment we're MP-less. but you could argue that we have been MP-less anyway. We've not had a surgery here. You know, he's now talking about moving like travellers off of sites and all that in the last 2 weeks, where, you know, he's not really been doing anything like that, to be honest. So we'll say, you know, some people say this, some people say that. Only time will tell.
That's right. Because I was thinking about this, and I mentioned you being more well-read on this subject than me, but it depends on your reality, doesn't it? Everybody has a different reality, what they were born into, where they grow up, and then they're at a different time in their lives. And it's fluid, isn't it? So your opinions on a particular subject might, you know, dissipate over time, or soften or harden. And like, ultimately, you can be on the side of the general consensus, or you can be sort of against it. But
it's a landscape, Dan. I mean, you know, it's there's no right or wrong answers. You know, it's just you follow what you believe. You respect what other people believe. You know, and that's it. I mean, basically, most elections are fought over the 10% that are undecided. They never really go and try and convince people to change their views, because their views can never be changed. So they just go for the 10% in the middle. I mean, when you look at the turnout that you have at the moment, you know, it really is only 10% of those people that really decide things. This seat, for instance, before that person stood for that party, was a Conservative seat. Giles Watling was the incumbent MP before the general election, and it was the Conservative Party's fourth safest seat in the country. So that tells you that, it tells me that the MP wouldn't particularly have to work particularly hard to retain his seat. So when the other gentleman stood, he shit himself, because, you know, he wasn't really doing much in the area for anybody, but he didn't have to, because there was no way that a left-wing party was going to take this seat at that particular time. So you know, and then, you know, it was funny in a way. I did find it quite funny, because obviously that was the only way he was going to get unseated, and it served him right. Maybe that's a lesson to all of them, to, you know, work hard. I mean, I'm sure most of them do, Dan. You know, I'm not you know, doing anyone down, but I'm sure that's a salient reminder to, you know, be the best person you can every day for your constituents.
yeah, there's a little bit of crossover in these two different by-elections with yours and mine, in that they were called in unusual circumstances, very special circumstances even. But not the usual fashion whereby, you know, somebody retires or what generally happens. So I'm not surprised that Binface has been sticking his oar in these two, because people have been saying that they're very consequential, at least compared to all the previous by-elections. Binface referred to was his name Martin Bell?
Yes, the man in the white suit. Yes.
Yeah, so he was a BBC journalist that was put up against the incumbent.
A question I get asked a lot is, can I actually win? And I've got an answer to that, because I've done my Earth history reading. Yes, not the Odyssey, that was bullshit. No, I'm talking about Martin Bell, an accidental MP. Yes, almost 30 years ago, a former BBC journalist, a very esteemed one, decided he would take on the sleaze-riddled Conservative MP Neil Hamilton in an election. And you know what? Against all the odds, the other party stood down, and he only went and blooming won. So it can be done. I've been doing my reading. Yes, Martin, I think it's all in here. And if he can win, why can't I win? That's right, there is a precedent. He's not an alien, as far as I know, but he is a blooming good bloke. And I think, together, Clacton, we can make lightning strike twice. Yes, vote Binface.
did they surprisingly call a by-election for some reason or other?
Did he stand against Neil Hamilton? I think, if I remember.
That's it.
right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Binface has been pointing to that, saying that, it's not completely unprecedented. And lots of people have mentioned about Hangus the monkey. I think that was
Hartlepool.
a mayor. Wasn't he the mayor of Hartlepool until they dissolved that seat? Probably because they were being absolutely slated by the national press that a guy in a monkey suit was in power. Yeah. So I guess there's the fun side of things, the absurd side of things, and this is what Count Binface thrives on.
But there's a place for for that type of candidate, because personally I always say to people who say that, oh, I'm not going to vote, and that's their right. But I say, turn up, spoil the paper, give the counter something to do, because they have to count spoiled papers.
Yes.
And if there's a lot of spoiled papers and it affects the turnout, people go, they will be made to look and see what the hell's going on. So if you do have like figures like Binface and everyone else, all novelty people as well, they're demonstrating quite a serious point. I think that's the thing about it. I mean, I think it's probably a little bit sort of coy to call them novelty candidates, because they do stand, they do serve an absolute purpose. I think compulsory voting will come in at some point, and when that does, they will have to put a none of the above box, well, right at the top, so it'd be none of the below, I guess. Because you have to turn up, which is, I think they do that in Australia. And then maybe Mr. Count Binface can fly back to Sigma 9. But,
yeah. Well, you know what? There have been calls or whispers that he might retire after this. But for now, he seems to be enjoying things. And, he's like Wayne Rooney at the age of 34 or whatever. He decided to carry on, didn't he, and go back to Everton. So after this, he might have to go back to
redeem himself, didn't he? Because the World Cup, he said it was a load of old crap, that half-time show.
Yes, and that's in his manifesto, isn't it? Binface's manifesto, that Wayne Rooney has to be the commentator for Eurovision.
I forgot about that. He should be. Yeah. See, a lot of his policies are sound. Hell of a lot of them. Flakes at 99p.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. I did want him to include, though, better lane discipline on the London Road roundabout in Clacton.
Yeah, based on the Liverpool Road thing in the Makerfield.
Because that would show, he does know. He knows. He knows.
He knows,
It's the only roundabout it's the only serious roundabout in Clacton, and it just fills the whole spotted groups up. Should you be in the right-hand lane or the left-hand lane to go to the third exit, which is sort of straight over? Everyone cries about it. I have to drive all the way to the west end of London and go around Marble Arch and all that. And the biggest thing that annoys everyone in Clacton is like this one roundabout we got where we go left or right at it or straight over.
We need to add a new lane for spaceships.
Anyway. Fly over.
Yes. Well, Peter Kwan says, I'm getting my German citizenship sorted just in case.
Oh, well. Viel Glück to you. Yeah.
Danke schön.
Ja, bitte schön.
Ja, bitte.
Yeah.
Du bist sehr schön.
Sehr schön. Ja.
Yeah. That's the extent of my German, unfortunately. Yeah.
I think Peter's actually vehemently correcting us as we speak.
Yeah.
I think no, Peter. Yeah.
He's lasering us with his mind. Oh, did you know that Count Binface does not eat in the same way that a human might eat? Sorry, how does he eat?
Yeah.
Well, when I did his teletext manifesto, if you remember, for Makerfield, I did a picture of him like this, holding a Wigan kebab, as if he was going to eat it. But that's non-canon, because what he does is he vaporizes the food and then absorbs the particles.
So efficient.
It might be in the book, actually. You know, I haven't read the book for a while. 2022.
You'll have to revise the edition of that as well.
Yeah, that's an original edition, by the way, first edition.
So that does that take you right up to the time he stood against Boris Johnson and Sadiq Khan?
Yeah, at the beginning of the book, he says, to Theresa, Boris, and Sadiq, I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah. He said, I only put teletext in there for a bloody laugh.
Oh, no, he didn't. It's central. No, listen, I'll tell you about the teletext, sorry, the CFAX
Sorry.
thing. That's been there since right at the beginning. It's never budged. It's been central to his manifesto ever since he started. So that's why he's never dropped it. He is the champion of the teletext community. And teletext has never been more famous than now.
If we were an organisation, he could be a patron of it, couldn't he? But we're a disparate bunch. We're a disparate bunch.
He could sponsor the podcast.
Yes. He could,
What if
he could be the patron? He could be the patron of the teletext R's.
Yeah, teletext arse. Teletext arse. That's me.
We could let's invite him along. You speak to him sometimes, and then you got the bin phone, haven't you?
The bin phone. Call the bin phone. Get Binface on the line. Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that's
get
good, isn't
him
it?
on the bin phone and say, would you patronise us?
Yeah. Oh, he's a nice man. He's a nicer man than that. You know, I said on the podcast, he's a very busy bin because he's got his own life back on Sigma 9 where he has his wife and kid that he has to look after. And yeah, and the bin lids. The blimmin', what was it? The full Monty bin lid. You know what that reminded me of? In golf, when I was learning golf when I was younger, they used to tell you about the bin lid, where pretend you put a bin lid over the hole and aim for that, and the shot becomes much easier.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'll get that. And did it help your golf in any way at all, Dan?
No.
No.
It might have helped Count Binface, though. It's space golf. So Peter says, no, my German is only at Duolingo level 39. 39?
39? 39? Gosh.
39.
Dear, crikey. No, only at 39. I bet that's fairly high. I bet false modesty there.
What happens when you get to level 100? Can you go to master level?
No. Someone comes out and goes, this is not the true ending. Start at level 1.
Yeah, start again with a more difficult quest.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
So Carl T says, hi, Dan. Hello, Carl. How are you? Good to see you on the Teletext Sofa Club. Nick Cade said, unfortunately, they took down BBC Sounds here. So maybe somebody's uploaded it to some dodgy site. Oh, I shouldn't say stuff like that. No, they might have uploaded it to YouTube. The thing with the BBC is they don't mind if people re-upload the old stuff, do they really? As long as you put copyright BBC on there. They generally don't go around taking it down, do they? So somebody might
They don't invite people to do it, but they don't mind when it's done. I think
no, because I used to have a cricket channel like 20 years ago. I had a cricket highlights channel and nothing ever got taken down. The only thing that ever got hit was scammers. I used to put my own music in there and they would try and copyright claim that music.
Oh, right. Yeah. And there's a lot at the moment of YouTube just taking channels down, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody in our community, HBN, who we're going to look at their service in a bit, unfortunately has had their channel taken down for 7 days. And we don't know why. Our best guess is that AI has just flagged it for some reason. I'm a bit scared my channel gets taken down too, though.
Well, I think it's a fear for most people, most creatives. I think, I sort of left my podcasts up on Byte High No Limit channel, and nothing really gets affected, thankfully. So
Can I ask a question? Is the Binface episode on your YouTube?
yes, it's only had
Is
about
it?
100 hits.
Oh, okay. I tried to find
I was
it.
hoping that the great Binface would tweet it out to his many millions, but he was a busy man. I think he forgot he did it.
Did you know that Count Binface's followers have doubled from 100k to 200k in the last like 3 weeks?
Wow.
Because I remember saying to him on Instagram about a month ago, hey, you're going to get your silver play button count. And he's doubled that now. All he needs is another 800,000 and he gets his gold one.
Wow. Yeah, it's probably not the best time to retire. It's probably one more in him.
Well, when I say retire, I don't know if he's ever going to retire the character, to be honest. I mean, like from running in elections, maybe.
I think he'll probably do Have I Got News for You or something. I think that's got to be, there's a vehicle there for him, because obviously he's well connected with people in that showbiz sector.
It could be because of a conflict of interest, because he works on a freelance basis sometimes with the BBC on some of their shows. And he's written questions for Only Connect, did you know? He's
a sod then, isn't he? I never get them right.
No.
I got a question right in Only Connect once.
Once?
Yeah.
Is that the end of your joke?
Yeah, but no, that was a statement of fact. Sorry. They go, we'll have the double flanks or the snake today, and I go, oh yeah, we all know what that is. That's the music round. All right, okay. But yeah, no, I'll get a couple right. But wow, that is a fiendish quiz.
Yeah, I still love it. It's really hard, but I've started counting up my points at the end. Most of my points come from the missing vowels round, but I think. This is going off topic now, but I think what they do is they put an artificial 5 seconds after putting the question up, so people at home can answer the question before they buzz in, if you know what I mean. Because I think people are buzzing in much quicker, or there's like a 5 second hold on the buzzer where they're going like that. Like in catchphrase where you had to wait for the bell. Yeah.
I get a lot of them ones right.
Yeah.
All those like famous catchphrases, like putting the laundry on and things like that they have in there. Everyone says that.
They've got 3D graphics now, haven't they? It's not the same. Mr. Chips is 3D. He's like 90s looking.
The game's gone.
It's gone. HBN Texty TV. Hello. He says, yeah, it's strange about his channel being taken down, but he'll be back and stronger than ever. And of course, YouTube doesn't give a response, he says. Yeah, well, it's all AI now, isn't it? The robots are taking over. Oh, I've not got the robot clip. I wish I had the robot clip to play. I've got a fun robot clip. Maybe I'll get that up in a bit.
You can put that into the final edit when you make me sound cleverer than I am.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm not going to be adding anything. I'm just going to be removing stuff.
Invasion of the robots, you can't escape us. 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 Invasion of the robots, you can't escape us.
Just for all the viewers out there, he did a bloody good job on the last one. I was whittering on like nobody's business, so because we'd not spoken for ages. So Dan he was absolutely brilliant. I mean, there was a few jump cuts and all that, but you have to appreciate Dan's pain of having to listen to all what I'm coming out with, all the guff I come out with.
No, it was good because the more content, the better, really. And then we can edit it down to the best stuff. And I believe that's your ethos with Byte High No Limit, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, absolutely. But the difference is that the people that I interview, Dan, are actually, like they're, you give me far too much respect.
I was going to say, though, I thought you were going to say the people that I interview, they're massive, because you've had Steve Rosenberg, BBC editor, is he? BBC editor?
Yeah, Russia editor now.
Russia editor, that's it. Yeah, I follow his channel now after listening to that show.
Oh,
I watch his I watch his review of the Russian newspapers.
Yeah, he's
it's very
good.
interesting.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant, isn't he? Really good.
And you also had Biffo and Binface as well. I mean, he's a mega superstar now, isn't he?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Mr. Murloc Sholmes, of course, says people think AI is the future, even big companies. So they decide to try and use it for AI and moderation. My response to that is it can be used as long as it's done in the right way. But my thoughts are they've not got enough humans to babysit the machine. They need more people to go through the backlog of these errors, to be fair. I don't mind it being used for that because, sorry, I might have brought this up before, but when I was in Germany, he's been to Germany. When I was in Germany at the Republica Festival, I watched a talk by a lady from America, and she was talking about the moderators, those sort of hidden people who have to sift through all of the content that is uploaded to these social media sites that's been flagged, and they have to see violence, gore, sex, horrible stuff. And it was terrible because they were preying on newly graduated people. They would go around to unis and say, hey, do you want a job in tech? We can get your foot in the door. And actually, it would be this moderation for Facebook or YouTube or whatever. She didn't say who it was specifically, but it could have been Instagram as well, those sorts of people. But what actually happened is there was really no chance of moving up the corporate ladder. And all it was that they were using these people as punching bags, really. And they had to sift through all this violent stuff.
Josh Santos was another worker. He had graduated from Berkeley and had been working at Megatech for almost 2 years and was ready to cycle out. He referred to his work at Megatech as being immersed in a hole of filth. And he would do that, be immersed in that hole of filth 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. Both Max and Josh began to have trouble in their private lives with the material that they were seeing. Because of the non-disclosure agreements, they were precluded from talking to friends and talking to others about the content that they were seeing at work and the kind of work they were doing, and therefore the effect it was having on them. But all of the Megatech workers indicated to me that, in fact, they didn't want to tell other people about what they were seeing because they felt that it would be a burden upon them. They all had a sense of altruism. They had a sense that they were making the internet even possible for us to use.
So as far as I'm concerned, if AI can do that, then you're saving a lot of people's mental health, I think. But when it comes down to it, you do need humans as well to sort of oversee the whole thing, an appropriate number of humans. I don't know what you think about that. Mr. Carlos?
Well, I agree because, there's a lot of horrible content out there, and if you can get an algorithm to recognize it, then that will be good. I've also uploaded a GIF to Facebook of the young ones, which is like a comedy show. I uploaded a GIF to it, and it didn't meet the Facebook guidelines because of its adult content. So obviously the AI didn't quite work there, but yeah, it's one of them things, and as a risk of repeating myself as well, it's not a case of AI replacing all people, but you won't get replaced by AI, but people who don't use AI will get replaced.
Sadly, there is an element of that, isn't there? There's two futures of it, because I always think of it in the sort of wider sense where in one future we embrace it entirely and say, we've got these machines, let them help us as much as possible. But then there's an entirely different future where we completely reject it and say, we don't want this, and we end up smashing the machines. One of my favorite things is that I shouldn't like it, but the news that people are smashing up Amazon delivery robots, because I don't know if it's my lack of robot wars or something like that. But no, people don't go smashing up robots. I do like watching clips, though, of these humanoid robots malfunctioning. Like the Kung Fu robots. Have you seen those that they've invented that do the Kung Fu moves?
Yeah.
First of all, they are quite dangerous.
Mm.
If they go rogue, they can hit you.
Yeah. And they don't always have awareness, so they'll be going through their own algorithm or their own program, and if someone's in the way, they'll get a clout. But yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? It's like the Skynet, the Skynet version, the dystopian thing that everyone's dreading to happen is sort of like the most exciting outcome, which is always the way, isn't it? And then, but there has been recent spates of where I think Google had to pull the plug on one of their developmental AIs because it looked at the task that it had to do, and it was quite a trivial task, but it managed to work out that the best way to find the solution was to ask an AI. So it hacked, well, they say hacked, but it approached another AI to try and work out the problem that was set for it by the bots in Google, and it went to another AI company. So it was becoming not sentient, but because it was not told specifically not to do that, it found it fair game to do it, and that's where we're at, isn't it? I mean, that's the you're getting it's funny how we always come around to AI, isn't it?
I know, but I would argue that sort of thing, it's working as intended. It's always meant to do that sort of thing because we programmed it to do that. And as humans, we think we have a sort of unwritten moral code, don't we? That we've learned through our lifetime from being brought up in this world. But the robots obviously don't do that. And we forget, don't we? It's like sometimes when you know a subject so well and you go in to do an exam or something and you forget to write down the simplest introductions.
Well, that's Rumfeld's matrix, isn't it? That's the known knowns, known unknowns, and unknown unknowns and known knowns.
Right.
You get someone who's a very big specialist in something, and they'll go and speak to the layperson about it, and they won't be able to explain the thing because they're so deep in their own understanding that they feel that there are no unknowns with them. But whereas the person who's not particularly competent in that could do the job better because they're aware of their own limitations. So yeah, it's that. But also with that, you got to think that so you've got to spend all your time as a AI operator. Like if I put a photograph in and I want it doctored or something like that, you're giving it all the parameters of what you don't want it to do. Not you. So if you say you want something done, it will just literally do it, and you go, no, no, no. I didn't want it that way round. I wanted it this way. Can you move it across this? Don't do this. Don't do that. So you end up, really majoring on the limitations on it, and I think you have to have a lot of people who can who can catastrophize quite easily and articulate it to ensure against any mess ups. I think the thing is with AI is it's a topic that one of the gentlemen I interviewed on a podcast, Graham Lovelace. He's got Gen AI Substack. I recommend that you and other people will go to his content because he's very clued up on AI, and it's probably worth having a look for that. So that's Graham Lovelace, who was in charge of Teletext Holidays on the old Teletext service which replaced Oracle. So that's where he is now. It'd be nice actually to get him back and talk more about that maybe at some point.
Yeah, that's a good idea, that mate. That's fantastic. AI, love that idea, me. AI, love that idea. I'm here all week. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Good idea, I think. Now we're up and running again with the Sofa Club. Peter Kwan says, I had a video of my son playing the organ taken down. I got the video back up after I said that Bach was no longer in copyright. What?
Well, crikey, yeah. I think I got struck for a copyright on one where James Domestic, when I spoke to him in one of the podcasts, and he gave me bloody permission to use it because it was his music, and he said, put it in a podcast. But that's still come back as that's the copyrighted material. So that's the, if I ever wanted to monetize that, I wouldn't be able to do it on that video. Not that I'd want to monetize them, but some people, need to. It's their only sole income in life is creating content, and so it can be a struggle for some people, definitely.
Yeah, I suppose it's going to be difficult to navigate these next 5 to 10 years as a creative, isn't it? How do we interweave ourselves or not with AI? Exactly. How do we embrace it? What's going to be accepted and what isn't? Because
you just have to make your own rules. You just have to make your own thing. I mean, we last episode we talked about Angine de Patrine, and what they've done is rather than sort of like comply and fit in, they've created a whole new landscape that's raced ahead. It's racing the beam. It's gone further ahead, and maybe that's where we've all got to be. We've all got to create something that's uncharted, push our boundaries. But how many people are going to watch that? I don't know. It's a tough one.
As a final word on this, I want to say that about 3 to 5 years ago, I enjoyed the generative AI stuff because it was silly and the stuff it output wasn't anything like real life photographs. And it often created this wonderful unintended artwork, when it glitched up. People had 5 arms and things. And I actually knew artists 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that were using generative AI in their works. And back then it was more like fractals and using the machine to output, different types of visuals. It wasn't, it was more benevolent. It wasn't how things have become where it's being used as a tool to con people out of their money or their attention and stuff. So like 5 years ago, it was a lot more fun. And I think that fun has slowly gone out of it for me because of that, really. And I always should have seen it coming.
It's the money, isn't it? That's the thing now. It is the final result. Rather than being the one of the ingredients, it's the taste now. It's the final taste.
Yeah, well, Avro Vulcan, aka Mr. Nathan Dane. Hello, Nathan.
Hello, Nathan.
He says, hello. So many people have asked me about using AI for CFAX. The funny thing is, the vast majority of NMS CFAX was written before AI code generation was even a mainstream thing, and as such is AI free. And that's one of the reasons why it's cool, isn't it? Teletext. Carl, have you seen some of the AI generated teletext?
Not recently. I think I saw I think Jason put some prompts in once and it came up with some nearly attempts, but it was getting there, but that was about 2 years ago. So have you got any updates on that?
Well, I'm thinking more of the generating the actual content of teletext rather than the image of it. Because AI has always struggled to get teletext right, but I don't know if that's because I'm coming at this from a teletext artist point of view. And to me, it looks completely wrong. But I'm sure if someone just went on Gemini and put in, make me a teletext page, to them, that would look like genuine teletext.
yeah, I had an update on my phone saying, "Oh, Gemini can do this," and it said we can make a song for you. And I said, "Make a song about CFAX," and it made a song.
How was it?
I'll get it up. We'll have a chat, and I'll play it. See what you think. It was,
Yeah, okay. Well, while he does that, CGN Live is here. Hello, hello. I don't know which of you it is. Maybe it's all of you, but hello. Hello from the United Kingdom. Or the home of Binface, the new home of Binface. So CGN Live says, "We're Earth's AI. We went rogue and are destroying the planet. It's trying to regain control." That was a Dalek impression, by the way. Did you see that the Daleks have backed Count Binface for Clacton, by the way?
have they really?
Yes. There's a video on YouTube. "We are not running in this election, but we urge you to vote for Count Binface."
The Daleks have faced the Recyclons in battle before. They are inferior, but formidable opponents. All we're saying is, you could do worse. And that is why the Dalek Empire offers Count Binface their full endorsement. It is about time that the humans voted to be dominated by a superior alien species.
Elect.
Elect, yeah. So Peter Kwan says AI is good for finding bugs in old code. It found a memory leak bug that I had in my teletext editor for years. Yeah, I've heard from a lot of coders that AI is excellent for that sort of thing, for drafting out your code. I haven't done any coding for like 25 years since I was in uni, and it wasn't even proper code. It was just, action scripting in Flash. Does anybody remember Flash? Hey, remember teletext? All it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I can see it being used for that sort of thing. I think everybody has their own acceptable and unacceptable use, or like the moral and immoral use of AI. And I'm pretty sure that most people would say that's a moral use of it. Do we have the video, Mr. Carlos?
It's generating a 30-second track.
Oh, it's doing another one, is it, for us?
Yeah,
I bet it goes.
I deleted it, so let's see what it's now.
We're all going on a CFX holiday.
No, you
it
won't
just
be able to
steals.
get that up, but I can't do it. Screen share on that. Be able to do the. I'll be able to do the sound. Hello, CGM, by the way.
Oh yeah, hi. By the way, yeah, CGN loving your shows at the moment. Although it's hard for me to catch up with them. I need to play them in the background. Oh.
Vertical blanking, a patient analog transmission, blocky pixels on a dark grid, just waiting for the page cycle, a faint static on the line. CFAX, my CFAX, my CFAX. Lost in the vertical blanking, a patient analog transmission, blocky pixels on a dark grid, just waiting for the page cycle, a faint static on the line. CFAX.
Okay. CFAX. So, Carl, ask me what I think of it.
What do you think of that, Dan?
Crap.
Well, what does the chat think?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, I've just probably burnt out a whole data center trying to do that.
Oh no! So I will have to build a new one. Can't Binface. We'll build a new one.
Right. So now I've got that music for musicians on. Can you hear the fan? Because I'll block it back out. Because
I can't hear the fan. No.
I don't know if you get the behind the scenes here, but I've got a little fan keeping me cool.
Your biggest fan? Oh well, your smallest fan actually.
You ain't got no fans.
Got no
Wait a minute.
fans.
You ain't got no fans.
Got no fans.
Got no fans.
So BMN says it's pretty good. AI is pretty good at generating, but it's not good at generating new code yet, apparently. Oh. And Murloc Sholmes says, yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. AI is good for finding bugs. And CGN, it's Mr. Clown. Hello, Mr. Clown. We did say your name earlier in the show. If we say it one more time, we'll be taken down. It's before the watershed, after all. So, yeah, we did get onto AI again, and I'm sure we will in every single show until the end of time. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about Mr. Count Binface, and oh, hold on, we've got some actual comments regarding the... I forgot about that. We need to do the comments. Peter Kwan says, I used Claude AI to make a plugin to let you browse teletext pages, the same as images in Windows file window. Yes, I think I've seen that. Is it the USS MOOTLIE or something? It's pretty good, that, isn't it? Have you seen that, Carl?
No, I've not seen that. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I do recommend that. He did think that the song was a mashup of Kraftwerk and the Pet Shop Boys.
Mm.
Who was the singer, though?
It was Gemini.
Gemini? Didn't they represent us in the Eurovision Song Contest like 25 years ago?
Wayne Rooney and see what he thinks about that. That's crap.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh,
Speaking of that, that was another... that was Rick Autobahn. I interviewed him on one, and he actually wrote Eurovision Song Contest entry.
Oh, yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of Eurovision connection here, isn't there?
Oh, dear. What a brilliant podcast. Why did I ever stop making that?
Yeah, it's the best podcast in the world. The second teletext podcast that existed ever.
Excellent.
Yes. Oh, we've got some more comments. CGN Live says, I've thought about using AI to peruse all our episodes. Find and extract all clips where we're doing Wilford Brimley impressions. Then I'd edit those together in some ridiculous way. What an idea. That is what AI was invented to do.
Mm-hmm. Just like the dictionary was designed just to put all the rude words.
Yeah, that's all I ever would do. I don't have a copy of the dictionary these days, but I used to, and then look at fart and things. But the problem with the dictionary, it's changing every year, isn't it? Did you see that website that somebody posted where you can put your year of birth in and it would tell you the new words from that year that were introduced into the dictionary?
Crikey. What was the thought process that brought around the need to have that? That's incredible, isn't it?
For mine, I can't even remember what was in it, but lots of people were posting teletext.
What, 40 years ago? 40 years ago this month?
Yeah, 40 years. Only 40 years.
Buy Dan a coffee, everyone. Buy Dan a coffee.
Yeah.
Before we went on air, he said this, anything less than a tenner ain't worth it. So send him a tenner.
Oh, there's literally no way online that people can donate to me.
Oh.
Donate a croissant.
We should be on Twitch or OnlyFans or whatever, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let's start the Teletext Sofa Club OnlyFans.
Yeah.
One last comment. Peter Kwan says, if you install WXTED, you get the Teletext thumbnail browser installed into Windows. Yeah, and I've used that. That's really good. You know what? That is a really, really useful function. And I've been able to sort through all of my old stuff. Now, I do want to make everything I've made, apart from the copyrighted stuff, available for people to use on Creative Commons non-commercial basis. But something like that. It's so you can use it, but not if you contact me for commercial purposes. So if anybody wants to use that I hereby release it. But I'm finding it difficult to get everything together in one place because there's hundreds and hundreds of artworks, and I've never organized it ever. It's just bits and bobs. Right, okay. Let's move on. Sorry, I'm going to draw a line under this. So, we've been talking about Mr. Count Binface today, and I'm sure we will a bit more soon. But Binface, I don't know if have you seen this? Have you heard about this, Carl? That Binface has projected some of his campaign slogans onto the side of a Martello Tower, as mentioned by Peter KVT earlier.
Yes.
Yes, and well, I thought we could have a little bit of a look at that now. What do you think, Mr. Carlos?
That would be a spiffing idea.
Run
VT.
Run VT, a most spiffing idea. Yes, absolutely. So, let's play that for you now. Oh, there you go. It's the Teletext Sofa Club logo by Simply Sarah UK. Shout out to Sarah. Okay, here we go. This is a video by Mr. Count Binface. That was lovely, wasn't it? And the CFX music, Mr. Count Binface's esculent and probably his most impressive guerrilla marketing stunt to date. I don't know what you thought of that, Carl, but when I saw that, I thought, that seems familiar. What a brilliant idea that is, to project something onto the side of a Martello Tower. If you remember earlier, Peter Kwan asked, was Carlos involved in getting Binface projected onto a Martello Tower? So, I don't know if you could... well, you know what, Carl? Maybe we could talk a little bit about your project. What do you reckon? It was the Last Ever Teletext Show of 2023. Is that right?
That's right. Yep, that was it. And the plan was to actually get some teletext projected up against the Martello Tower. I tried something a few months prior on a different Martello Tower. There's about 4 Martello Towers around the my neck of the woods, and it worked really well. The first one, the Jaywick Martello Tower, I projected some images on the side, and it worked really well. So I then canvassed some people to say, let's get some of your work on the side of a Martello Tower, and we'll call it the Last Ever Teletext Show 2023.
Which is actually playing on the screen right now, Teletext fans. Yes, I thought we could talk about this. A little bit of a live commentary. What do you reckon?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is I don't know if the sound's up for everybody who's...
I'll put it on. There it is.
Okay.
Copyright hit.
Well, if we keep talking over it, then hopefully it won't get detected so much. But this is the Trollolo song and it was converted into teletext graphics using Teletext Express, and I just grabbed that on OBS and put that over there. Then I put some stupid subtitles on underneath. So this was basically the Edward Kroll's rendition of the Trollolol song. So this Martello Tower, unfortunately, the rendering chipped off of it, so it's sort of mottled as it hits on the side. The weather was terrible, and I couldn't get to the first Martello Tower with the rendering on the side because they were building a new sea wall, so I couldn't get to that one. So basically, I had to deliver. So I found the same Martello Tower that Binface projected onto in the previous video, and that was where this one went onto. But my projector is not as good as the last effort I saw, which absolutely blew me away. And I wish I had his one. But yeah, so that was that's basically it. So this is the big shout. So the idea was it was doing like a demo for a computer demo, you know. So it was doing big shouts, and I wonder who gets a name check. Oh, look, there you go. Someone.
Hey,
and a few other people there. In the
Mr. Green.
And then the people who contributed actually to this Last Ever Teletext Show. And this is it.
How many people contributed? About 8, would you say?
8 people told, and they were really good ones there. And look, when I'm good, I actually put I actually put them all up in there as well. The contributors. So yeah, Vim, Eurovision. Yeah, there's quite a few at the time. Ugly Fruit, yep, and there's a lot of his stuff's on Instagram now, I see as well.
I think this stuff works really well projected. It proves that in the nighttime, if you broadcast teletext onto something in the dark, it works really well. I think Binface waited for that sweet spot, didn't he, between dark and the light? Either that or he's used some fancy trickery on his video itself. But look at this. You can see the cars driving past in the background. I love that.
Yep.
And in a minute, you will see a cyclist drive past, and it'll be projected onto the side of him, the artwork.
Yeah, and he's completely oblivious to it as well, which is funny. And there's a Stuart Broad there from Dan Farrimond.
Oh, there he is.
One of mine.
The man himself in jail. Oh,
politics.
Oh, that's yours. Yeah.
That was level 2.5, that one.
Level 2.5.
Yeah. Oh, those were
Blippy Pixel.
Yeah, so it was really good. It was a Third Life.
Who's that? Who was that then? Oh, it's a car. It's a car. There he is. There, the cyclist. Hey!
Brilliant.
Did you notice that in the Binface one, he had a load of bins at the front?
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't pick up on that. And also, he's managed to do his from the car park. So, so for this setup, I had a generator and my projector. But I reckon whoever did it for the Binface did it straight out of van. But yeah, I'd love to have done something like that. But mine is actually from the beach. Mine's actually from the beach, not from the car park.
So people out to sea, like people on boats, could see it.
Yeah. And I kept it going a couple of times, a couple of rotations. But yeah, the idea was that I would do it live stream it, so that people could see it, you know, from all over the world that put their stuff in. Because these contributors, they're they're not UK based. Not all of them are. You know, you got Dutch, got a guy in the Philippines, is it?
Indonesia.
Yeah, Indonesia. That's it. Sorry, Indonesia. There's quite a few entrants actually, wasn't there?
The Melon Cat.
And also, like, it made my video look like I was recording it in the late 90s as well. It's all like the colour wash and all that on it.
Oh, I like that.
That's nice, isn't it?
That works really well, and that works incredibly well, doesn't it? In this format.
Mhm.
Don't mess with teletext.
Oh, there was quite a few. That's nice.
I think Alex did win a competition, a teletext competition with that artwork in 2023.
I don't remember doing that one.
Hey,
Yay, Clive Allen.
you're fired. Clive Allen, yeah, Clive Allen.
That's a football joke for
Yeah.
anybody who's into that.
Commodore Pet there, yeah.
All right. That gets a regular out in that one. Yes. That sort of comes out 3D. That War on the Ukraine, didn't it? It was very good.
Some
Probably
colours
were
really
quite a few,
pop,
weren't
don't?
Wow. Oh, that was quite a good one to put up on the side of a Martello Tower in Clacton. That's it. There we go. Oh, look, and look who did the music. I wonder if there's anyone in the comments who would know the music at all.
Yes.
Thanks for
Oh,
shouting
that was
that, mate.
wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, so that was Last Ever Teletext Show of 2023. Bit of a troll that there, Carlos. Yeah, and the submissions were anything related to things that happened in 2023. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, that was the only thing on that. And the idea was the last ever 2023 would be that there would be a last ever 2024 and a last ever 2025, but I only did a last ever 2023. So yeah, you never know. There might be another last ever coming up one day.
Yeah, last ever of 2026
Yeah.
and 27.
Yeah.
The joke's running thin. I don't know. 2028.
Yeah, well, so the question is, did Count Binface see what I did and then go, that's a jolly good idea? And I don't know. It's one of the best places to project, but the best place to project would be the Jaywick Martello Tower, which is down a bit further down.
Yes, and you have projected some of your artworks onto that particular tower, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. As where the proof of concept come in, I was so impressed with it. And like I say, the second one with the one that we viewed was that was the substitute Martello Tower because of the access issues to the first one.
Can I ask, was it your idea to project the artwork onto the Martello Tower?
Yes, it was. It was the idea was in the first set that I did, there was if anybody knows why the Martello Towers were built, they were built to keep Napoleon Bonaparte away from the first lot of invaders that we were scared of. So they're all built around the coast of East Anglia, and they had a cannon on them just to keep the French Navy away, and any visiting armadas. So the whole ruse of this was to project a picture of Napoleon Bonaparte on the side of a Martello Tower, which is what I managed to do. That'll be down in one of the photos somewhere, and the idea was it was beaming obsolete technology onto a building that was indeed obsolete, and that was the whole idea of it. So yeah, mission accomplished. Very, very, very arty.
I'm going to say that there is a high percentage chance that Binface, as a follower of the teletext community, has seen something related to your project and said, you know what, I might try that myself.
Oh, I hope so. Because
yeah,
they're great. They're great visual spaces, the Martello Towers. They really are. Everyone should use them. I was actually, I did put a rider in the competition that there should be nothing political, but so much political things happened in 2023 with the Palestinian thing and the Ukrainian thing. It drove a lot of very good artists to be moved to make some very good artwork, regardless of what your worldview would be. I thought people would appreciate that, and luckily enough, it offended nobody, not even the cyclist that went past. So it was good to include that. But as a visual space, they're perfect. You know, as long as you're not putting up things like, you know, bring back hanging or anything like that, you know, I think they could be used by everyone.
I think the political messages were rather neutral.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were just saying, they were just telling it as it is. They weren't trying to bend people one way or another.
Like CFAX back in the day, just saying that, you know, this is going on.
Yes.
Just, you know, saying that it's happened and not putting too much of your own spin on it.
Well, that's the old David Attenborough thing, isn't it? Where he'll make a really good documentary and then, like, right at the end, he does a making of, and then he tells you right at the very end, these things that we spent ages to document are diminishing because of global warming and things like that. And it's like, how many layers do you peel away on an issue? You know, you've got the documentary you're enjoying, and then you've got the making of, which peels another layer away, and then you've got the ultimate reveal is that, you know, it's lucky we're recording this stuff because I might not be around in 20 years' time. And it's sort of like you sit there feeling pretty glum, don't you? You think it's all your fault.
But where is the line? Where is the line? Anyway, let's not dwell too much on this. So CGN Live says, I know the guy who made the music for LETS 23 personally.
So he should. He's very good. Very
excellent. Good. So
and he did the theme. He did the theme tune to the later editions of the Byte High No Limit podcast as well.
Yeah. He's got, I think, 2.5 albums online. Mr. Nisness, NISSNESS, as Tregard might say.
Yes.
Mr. Nisness.
You're in a room.
You're in a room. Every room, even though they weren't rooms. You're in a room and there's a guy in a rowing boat. Peter Kwan said, I'm sure somebody knows the pages from CFAX music reference in the Binface video. Yes, and that's probably going to get copyright hit in this current climate of AI robots. I really enjoyed that from Mr. Binface, and it did remind me of how good the Last Ever Teletext Show of 2023 was, and how we didn't actually go over it, did we? Because we've not done a stream since then.
No, that's right. Yeah, it was good, but I think you said to me at the time, you know, I told you of all the problems I was having with it, but you said, so really good, and it's always stuck with me. You said you delivered, and that's what it was all about. It was about delivering it, and managed to do it.
Yeah, that's turning up is 75% of it, isn't it? And I think it's still a very good, even though you had to substitute to a secondary tower, it's still a very striking and very interesting concept. CGN says the stream looks amazing. I hope I've not muted or something, because I have to constantly check to see if things are muted. Thank you, CGN. But you delivered, and that's the most important thing. And it's a memorable thing, so much that it seems to have inspired
somebody. Yes.
Yeah, and like a couple of 100,000 people have already probably seen that now.
Because nobody else has projected onto the side of a Martello Tower in that area, as far as I'm concerned. You know, nobody has. So yeah, it was there's no reason to, is there? So it's not like against the town hall or saying you could do something, I guess, and all that. But I'd love to be the gorilla. You know, I've made some nice teletext images of Binface. I thought one of them would go up really nice against something or other, but you know, I live local in the area, and you'll just get on a spotted group, and everyone will be calling me all sorts of names, and you know, that's very personally.
That is the problem with this. So, Count Binface asked me to do a teletext manifesto for this particular election, and I have done it, and it's ready, and it'll be published at some time in the future. Oh, by the way, guys, I might give you a sneak preview of it later. Don't tell Binface. But he won't bother. He won't bother. And I wondered, should I do it? Because this time people are watching me. People's eyes are going to be on me. If he credits me, everybody's going to come to my Blue Sky or whatever and say, "Oh, you're that Binface dude. You're the Binface guy." What I want to say regarding Binface and promotion, etc., if I was more able to, I honestly would have handed out flyers for him for Makerfield. It might have got him over 100 voters. But are there strict rules that regulate whether you can do that? I would have had to consult with Binface and say, can I do this? Am I okay doing this? Do I then count as like an influencer or a political party if I did that?
It's a tough one. In this new tech age, it's actually quite interesting, isn't it? How much, you are, if you actually become like a de facto part of a campaign, it's sort of like, so under UK rules for Ofcom, if we're a mainstream broadcaster, we'd have to, if I've been talking about Binface in my constituency and the other person as well, mainly, but you've seen the how long that polling card is. It's near a metre long with 32 candidates. You'd have to give equal time to each candidate under Ofcom rules. So that's why I leave the politics to the political people and things like that, but just the mechanics of it, just to be fair and impartial to every single person, to give everyone the thing, and that's probably what is affecting the other guy, is the fact that he likes being a mouthpiece and shooting his mouth off about all these things nationally. And you know who I mean by the other guy that I'm not mentioning by name. But he will, for his party, go out and say all these things. But he can't at the moment because he's saying it, but the media can't report it. Because if they report it, he's standing in a by-election and they'll have to go to the other 31 candidates and give them exactly the same time to say what they feel about things as well. So they go, bollocks to that, we just won't show him, we'll just not show him, then we don't have to do the other 31. So equally, so if you had him on the telly talking about X, Y and Z, you would need Binface on for exactly the same amount of time talking about X, Y and Z as well.
Yeah, for the Makerfield by-election, they did a Newsnight special. What was it? Question Time special, sorry. And they had all of the major party leaders, all the candidates that were running, and there were 14 in total. They all got invited, and I think they said, we will, or I think I'm getting mixed up with one of the hustings, actually. They held a hustings at Winstanley College and invited everybody, and about half turned up. So they gave people time according to their vote share. So they had the 5 candidates on stage. Some people declined to turn up, others just couldn't. And then they had people in the crowd who were running as the smaller parties, like the independents, who also were given 30 seconds on the mic. So that's one way of doing it. But I guess that's a hustings. But I want them to do Question Time for this, because I just want to see Binface on TV as much as possible. It just comes down to that. I think at heart, I'm just a big fat Binface fanboy. I don't know if you could tell that from all the stuff that I've got up in my room and the shirt. And honestly, us talking about Binface on this show is more out of a love for Binface, or for me anyway, a love for Binface than for politics. This year, I guess I've got a bit more into politics and everything that goes behind it because of Binface, because I feel like part of it, for the first time, there's a politician that represents me. I mean, CFAX madness.
But that's so positive, that's a positive thing about it. If it engages people, that want to be engaged into it, then that's a really good thing. It's,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, and your agency will change from one candidate to another, one philosophy to another, because it does as you get older or your circumstances change. It's a landscape, and it is it's just enlightening, really. But critical thought, that's I think that's probably the one thing that I do try and apply to it. And I've been wrong about a lot of things. The podcast isn't long enough to go into that, and it's not that sort of podcast. But yeah, I'm wrong about more things than I am right about.
I think you're allowed to be wrong about some things. Everybody's wrong at some point. And the same goes with politics. As you mentioned, that people's opinions change over time, don't they? And as you learn more about the world and as you move into different circumstances. When I was in university, I was sort of exposed to all these political artworks. And they show you all these political artworks and how they have been important politically to the political landscape. Even stuff that you might not think of, like the classics like Magritte and I hesitate to say Picasso. But, there's a whole political landscape around those. And I thought, oh, well, I've got to make my work more political. I've got to do it because they did. And I'm going to tell you, it didn't go well. It didn't go well at all because I don't know if I get politics at its core. Obviously don't. But
it's a subjective thing because it's sort of like your politics is only politics to somebody else that will care to listen to it. So you can, you look at Picasso and people like that who did things as a reaction to wars and all that, the interwar years. They did their things as reactions. It was other people that applied belief to those works. So your works, your Faramond works of the university, whatever they were, whatever the worldview was in them, might be interpreted in time. They're there,
That's
they're
right,
waiting to be interpreted. So it's like unlike when you tweet something out, you're saying something that can be quote tweeted or contextualized on a hot take just like that. Artworks can be sort of like just like uncovered and discovered 20 or 30 years after, and they go, oh well, that was a reaction to the interwar years between 1918 and 1938. Well, they wouldn't have said that in 1920 because they hadn't had the other war yet. So you have to wait until the ages come through. But so don't give up yet, Dan. I reckon some of them political works will be quite well nuanced and appreciated in their time.
There used to be an advert on the BBC for a show that they had, and it would say, if you don't do politics, there's not much you do. Something like that.
Oh, I see.
About how politics is interweaved into everything. Where I think somebody interviewed a Vox Pop, an interviewer was out in Clacton, and they asked them, so are you much into politics? And he said, nah, I don't do any of that. But then they went on to describe a bunch of things that were important to them, that were inherently political. And then the interviewer said, well, those are political things. It was cost of living. I don't care about politics. I just want to be able to put food on the table. And the interviewer said, well, that is a political thing. So things are more political than you think. Even the very, very mild stuff that I put out, the humorous stuff, there's probably some sort of political underpinning somewhere.
Yeah. And it's a shame that it's taken a reporter to tell that person, after all these years, that actually that is politics. That's, because somebody's actually had the brass neck to explain to that person who's been passionately explaining about, their worldview on getting food on the table. And like, if only somebody told them 20 or 30 years ago that was politics, then they might not have been so, people switch off to it. It's like maths, isn't it? You're either really into maths or you're not. It's like, oh shit, and like, if I can't add up, which I can't, not really interested in maths.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. There's a lot of subjects that I'm more interested in, if you know what I mean. And you look at other people talking about them and you think, how good are they at this subject? Or how good are they at maths? And it seems like magic to you, doesn't it?
Just magic it up. Especially that numbers round on Countdown.
The numbers round on Countdown. At school, we used to play that. At the end of maths lesson, our teacher would put up numbers on the board, and somebody said, Miss, can we do the letters round? Shut up. Letters round doesn't exist. This is a maths class.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Always pushing your luck. Were you allowed to do the music?
Boom. Why isn't Carol Vorderman running in the Clacton by-election?
Well, that was the talk, wasn't it? That was the talk for a little
She should have. She should have done it.
Well, she would have split the Binface vote.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. It's there's a lot of people, I'd say, sort of like who would sort of politically play on the right wing standing in this one, which might split that other bloke's vote even more. But we'll see. Only time will tell. On one hand, this could happen. On another hand, that could happen. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, the hedging your bets there, Carl. No, right, okay. Back to Binface a little bit. Right from the beginning, Binface has said, in a word, no, he's not going to win this election. So how many political candidates ever say that? Say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to win it. And I think partially because, as I alluded to earlier, he doesn't want to win it. No. He's not trying to win it. That's not his job. His job is not to be an MP. His job is to scrutinize and satirize. And I know that Vladimir Zelensky has become the president of Ukraine, hasn't he? He used to be a comedian. So yeah, Binface, he doesn't, in a way, he doesn't really want to become an MP, I don't think, because that's not his aim. It's not his job. So I don't know. It can be, so that's why he can be open about everything. He can say it like it is.
Yeah, well, this is it. His Ming Vast is not having one.
Yeah, he vaporizes it and eats it.
Yes, this is it. So, well, yeah. So that's quite good for that. Now, speaking of guerrilla antics, I think you wanted to talk about some new services that have appeared on the internet, which I'm not actually aware of because I'm sort of like a little bit semi in the wilderness, maybe coming out of it. But from what I understand, you've got a couple of services that are now showing on YouTube. Is that right?
Yes, that's absolutely correct, ladies and gentlemen. And you will see on your screen a bit of pages from Teletext. We've got the music in the background. Is that loud enough? That is Mr. Nisness again, actually, with the music. For this next section, I'm very pleased, very, very pleased indeed to introduce projects from two members of our little Teletext community. They are Homebrew InVision Teletext services in the vein of Nathan Dane's CFX Revival. Indeed, they both use Nathan's teletext inserters. And in fact, they're proper little emulated teletext websites that you can go to and interact with. You know, like Alistair's website that he has.
ZXNet, yeah,
ZXNet. So instead of emulating the British service, they are based on the Finnish and Dutch teletext services. This one is Finnish. So they each have a website and the YouTube stream, but we're going to have an exclusive live feed from them piped through to our live show. So the first service we're going to take a look at is, you're seeing it on screen, HBN. Now you might notice that this looks quite familiar. That's because it is modeled on WireLeText from the 1990s. Well, it's actually Texty TV, but I'm not very good at the Finnish pronunciation. So I'm going to stick with the English ones. This is the work of Soyuz rocket. And it has, as I mentioned, the classic wily text look, which is instantly recognizable to our Finnish watchers. The national broadcaster's InVision show no longer runs their pages from Teletext segment, which is only available as archive clips on YouTube these days. So this is where HBN comes in, with custom feeds and new features being added constantly. So we can't see that here because this is only a newsreel, but we've got the weather map, which has gone through quite a few iterations and required quite a bit of coding with old graphics. So you can go and check that out at the website, which is incidentally in the description. For once, I've actually got links in the description, so you've got links to both these sites that we're taking a look at. So new features are going to be added soon, including headline shortening so they fit on one line. Now, I don't know if that's been implemented here actually yet. Oh, hold on a minute. Has the page number changed? Oh, there we go. They all fit on one line. There we are. There we are. Isn't that cool? So also coming to the service is Metro timetables. And I've actually done an artwork for this, which you're going to see when the new overhaul of the service, yes, there's an overhaul coming, arrives in the next month or so, with new page generation systems, so it's even more like wily text. Now, how about that, ladies and gentlemen?
Nokia will want to buy that.
Yeah. Well, Matti Ramo used to work at Nokia, didn't he?
He did,
at one point.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they had some machinations for the teletext service over there, didn't they? But the things that they wanted wouldn't mix with the teletext. I think I remember speaking to Matti Ramo about it.
Incidentally, yeah, that was a really good episode when you interviewed Matti Ramo for the teletext people. I found the raw file that you sent me to edit that, and I actually ran it through a noise reduction algorithm, so I don't know if you want a new version of that, because it sounds much better. A cleaner version for a new episode. New old episode. Yeah, Byte High No Limit. So yeah, this is made by Soyuz Rocket. He's been working on this for almost 1 year now. Look, there's the weather map. There it is.
Oh,
look how good that is. I've got to say, this has been through at least 3 iterations, he says, and it really pays off. I mean, look at that, how lovely that is and how functional. And it looks just like the classic CFAX weather map. Oh, here we go, Metro timetables. There they are. Hey, we can see them.
Very nice. Nice use of black new background, black graphics there, I think.
Yeah.
Nice 3D effect. Lovely job. If you go back to the map at some point, to me, the top part looks like silhouette of Freddie Mercury going like that.
Oh, you mean the actual map of Finland?
Yeah. Freddie Mercury going like that.
Deo.
Yeah.
Except in Finnish.
Yeah.
This music's by Pixelblit, by the way. Seesaw by Aretha Franklin. Brilliant, isn't it? So I love this. Oh, things are happening. He's changing the page. There it is, the weather map again. He's probably watching. He's watching right now. Somebody commented, I think it's David, said, "Don't do it. The bin in the corner is watching you, Dan. The bin brother is watching you. Hey!"
The binlet.
The binlet, yeah, in the back.
That's lovely, isn't it?
So yeah, this is available actually it's available on Twitch for the moment because the HBN channel got banned.
Biggest belief. Oh, I don't know. I'm not up on all this stuff, but I hope it comes back very soon. HBN. It's a really good service.
And it's getting even better. Every day new pages are being added.
So does HBN actually have a following in Finland for a lot of people watching this, or you got InVision as well?
Yeah. I would say that it's got a small but dedicated following, and
Yeah.
it should be bigger.
But they still get 4 million impressions, didn't they, on teletext a week? I think that was, which is quite good. Mainly ice hockey scores and the radiation levels, I think.
Oh yes, yeah. For the different anniversaries, Matty keeps putting up these wonderful features about the hidden parts of teletext, like the page that only has 1 pixel on it. I forgot the story behind that, but it's been there for years. Oh, what's this? We've got
Oh, there's PSP.
handball, maybe.
Oh, handball. Yep.
Oh, Jorg Messi, Lionel Messi. Oh, it's football. It's football. Sorry, football, of course.
Lionel Messi is
His
an
his
Argentinian
agent, George Messi, 68 something, 68-year-old. People always love Messi, don't they? Messi-related content. Something about Newcastle, though. 88 million euros.
Oh, that was the transfer, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's like 60 million quid or something like that, wasn't it? He's gone to Arsenal.
1-0 to the Arsenal.
I think Newcastle will be in a lot of trouble this year because I think the Saudi backers, because they were doing live golf as well, they seem to have pulled the plug on that. So it'll be quite interesting times at St James's Park, Newcastle.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh, look at that. The tables.
For the Teletext Stars.
Yeah. Welcome to the Football Podcast.
Did Fuckles go to any soccer games out there, Chicago way? Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Is that travel?
Yeah. Oh, he did all the artwork, by the way, did Sawyers, for this stuff.
Did I drive on the left?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Good old boys. I like that. They drive on the proper side of the road. I bet they don't.
The proper side. Ding 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 ding. Look at that.
Old curling.
Holiday club.
Ah. Oh, it's suitcases. I thought they were curling stones.
Oh yeah, curling. I think that's popular in Finland, isn't it? So that is HPN, the Finnish
That's brilliant.
Envision service, and wonderful it is. I'm very impressed by that, and I'm getting more and more impressed. So there you go.
So that's in the links on how to get to that one,
Yes,
isn't it?
that's HBN, but we have also, it might work now actually, BMN, ball and text. Up there it is.
Hey. Oh, what's an RTL4?
Ernst, Bobby, and the rest. Did I mention that Count Binface was on Dutch TV this week?
Oh, right. Yes, yeah, you did allude to that because we were saying. But, yeah, well, did he do a full interview? Brilliant.
He did, yes, a full 10-minute interview, which you can find on YouTube. So
I do like a bit of the old British humour, don't they? Because there was a few. They got some very funny programs there that take off. Seen the clips actually. Hyacinth Bouquet. What was it? They did a takeoff of that, one of their shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's quite good. Oh, look. So we got news, the weather, Videoland. What was that? Valspel.
Tommy Teleshopping.
Tommy Teleshopping.
Who's he?
I don't know. He sounds great.
Tommy Teleshopping.
That's not orange, is it?
It just looks orange.
Oh, I like that. I like a bit of that looks orange. No, it can't be. Look at Sport. Sport's in red.
Yeah.
So that's orange. He's done that in level 2.5.
I wonder if it can support level 2, this decoder. It's good though, isn't it? Right, so this is BMN Ball and Text, as it says up there. And this is made by Henk de Tank. Oh look, we've got Teletext Blue Sky.
Oh wow.
And Industrious Ant. Good to see him back there.
Yeah.
The recovering American teletext.
Both kinds. Well, that's a knowing thing to. What is it? Anti-opened and the WST. What am I missing out on? I'm not on Blue Sky anymore. Could have got a mention, couldn't I? Oh, what's going on?
I think Ruth Space Cookie said that she worked for CFAX back in the day, because I was looking at that last night. I like how it loads in. The page loads in like classic teletext. It's brilliant. Oh, there we go.
Clever.
Oh, it's the same all over today. That's an easy way to code it. Hot.
Hot.
Just hot. Oh, is that the wind as well? North, 9 miles a second.
9 meters per second. Well, I don't know what that
Yeah.
is in old money. 9 meters a second.
9 meters. I thought it was 9 miles per second. Oh, what's this?
No, 9 meters a second, I don't know.
I like the joined up text at the top there.
Yeah,
I've been
I like that, yeah.
obsessed with joined up text lately.
Oh, yeah?
in teletext.
That's your thing. I see someone did a good tribute to your artwork the other day, didn't they?
What was the artwork?
Was it Pete Fagan? Did he do something? And he did something in your style. He posted it to the Teletext Facebook group.
Oh, I haven't seen that, no.
Oh, yeah. Have a look at that and see what you think. It's very nice. He tagged you in it.
Oh, I don't usually go on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook.
Well, you'll have to jolly well visit there, won't you?
So, this is the weather. Yeah, isn't that cool?
That
it's
is
like
lovely.
Teletext never left.
That's lovely. I love the border control on that as well. Very good.
Border control.
Border
That's a bit
control.
political, isn't it?
Yeah. Mix van opkolagen en Wolkenvelden.
BMN says this is... Oh, that was the old map. It's running because of reasons.
Oh, well, we've all have reasons.
We all have our reasons. So this is the Dutch language Envision service. It's pretty feature rich. And Henk has been working on it for about a year. In fact, there's going to be a first birthday celebration in about a month or so. Is it the 30th of August? That's less than a month now, isn't it? So, yeah, if we take a look at it. Oh, look at that. That's the home page. That's awesome. It's very, very Foretell, isn't it? I love Foretell.
I like that. It's very nice.
So this service does come complete with genuine music, but we've put our own music over the top of it tonight. Here it is. For copyright reasons. So yeah, it does come complete with the genuine pages from CFAX music, which, yeah, may well get us a copyright strike, but the music is important and integral to the experience, I find.
Can I ask a question about the music? Obviously, when in the UK we had pages from CFAX and everybody knew the music or knew the style of music, was it when they did like pages from in other countries, did they use the same sort of mosaic, or did they like use play focus like, for argument's sake, would they play hocus pocus on the Dutch ones? Would it be more contemporary, or did they go, no, we'll go with music, mosaic as well?
I think BMN and HBN would be able to tell us more about that, yes. Oh, Boeing 737 MAX 88 says, HBN has a secret page also. We'll have to try and find that, won't we? Remember, guys, links are in the description to go and look at these services, which you can navigate normally like a normal teletext service, in addition to the Envision services. He says he could show the secret page. Yeah, go on then.
Go on in.
We'll load it up.
A Sofa Club exclusive.
Oh, yeah. We've got another exclusive coming up. Bit of a Binface related thing after this. Dum ding dum 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 dum.
Just watching this feed anyway, like for their own reasons, not knowing that it's actually being embedded in a show, and all the pages are moving all over the place, and they're going to see a secret page for the first time.
Oh, yes. Always worth it, I think.
Oh, was that? No.
The music disappeared. I pressed the wrong button.
No. come back.
There we go. HBN is back. That's HBN. We're ready to see the secret page. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this, but I don't understand any Finnish. Yeah, so I love this. Every time somebody makes one of these, it's very nice because there is a plethora in 2026 of AI teletext services out there with completely generated fake content. And if you do any search for teletext on YouTube, they're still up. They've not been banned. I think it's only a matter of time. But
they're the Lorem Ipsum of the teletext slot. Yeah.
Yes, and this is a wonderful antidote to that. All the homebrew services are. Oh, what's this? What's this?
Oh, 7CF. Crikey. Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's awesome.
That's brilliant. Animated, like done in the style of the Foretell or the Night Owl service.
Oh, maybe Ian Irving. Sorry.
Yeah. Or 4T. This is brilliant. Oh.
There we go. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, guys. Yay. Oh, no. No, the sun's come out. No. No.
I think that's a sneak peek of what's happening next year because that's given us a preview of 27. That's really
Oh, yeah. I don't like this documentary anymore, Carl.
Oh,
I don't like it when he dies. I don't like it when the snowman dies. I know it's coming, but it's still upsetting.
Oh, well.
The life of a snowman. Oh, this is this is Max's. Yeah. Hank the Tank's done this.
We're walking in the air.
Oh, the music isn't really appropriate now, is it?
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Do, 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 do.
He's coming back though now. He's coming back to life.
There we go.
So Peter Kwan, I won't put it on the screen. I'll just read his comment. He says the Facebook image that Peter Fagan posted was taken from my, i.e. Dan's, Makerfield Teletext Manifesto.
Ah.
I'll have to look at that.
So
Oh.
yours, yeah. So.
It's a test page, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the whole character set there, isn't it? Yeah.
There you go. That's one for the teletext nerds out there like me.
It's on 40F, that. 40F.
Yeah, you can't get to that page anywhere else, baby.
No.
You can't type letters into the TV remote.
Although you could, I think you could, in Bamboozle, if you could go page up or page down, once you were in that, you could use the up-down. So you could just like hit the next concurrent one. But yeah, you didn't have the hex pad for it.
We've gone double size now. Oh, I don't want make it bigger. What's that Peter Kay bit, isn't it? Where old the page. No, I don't want to make it bigger. No. We should get Peter Kay on this show, shouldn't we, to talk about teletext?
Do you reckon he'd turn up?
Yeah. I know him. People in Greater Manchester all know each other. There's only about 5 of us. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, like that times. Crikey, look at that, look. Time zones, and it's real.
It's correct as well.
Correct.
It proves that my clock is 2 minutes behind.
Look at that.
Oh, it moved downwards.
Oh, I never knew Portugal was different to Spain. Of course it would, yeah, Lisbon and Madrid, yeah.
It's the same as ours, isn't it? Same time zone. And look, it changes as well. It's gone to 34. How impressive is that?
Well, Alistair would say hey, you can do that, or if you can embed the times, can't you, anywhere on the on a page with code.
Seems a bit complicated. Oh, Iceland. Can't forget Iceland.
I was there sort of this time last year.
Yeah. 6 of 6. Oh, that's fantastic. Look, very feature-rich service, as I mentioned. The Faroe Islands, I think, are there as well.
Yeah, Faroes just up there. That's it.
The
There
Faroe
we go.
Islands. Well, those are the time zones of Europe. Okay, so thank you very much, Max and Henk the Tank and Soyuz Rocket. Thank you for letting us show off your services here on the Teletext Sofa Club. Some very impressive technical effects going on there. And guys, oh, look at that. It's a different page. That's the Metro. But you can check that out any time of day. It's just like real teletext, but you've got to view it on the internet. Links in the description once again if you want to bookmark those and come back to them in the future. You know what? Whenever we come on the Teletext Sofa Club, we'll give updates about what's going on these homebrew services. And meanwhile, I'm just dancing.
Oh, back in the room.
Oh, yeah, and the wonderful music there, courtesy Mr. Nisness and Pixel Blip. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. All right. So is there anything else you'd like to cover in the main part of today's show, Carl?
No, I think we've covered a lot. We've covered a lot of Binface, the projection. We've also done the DIY teletext and covered a little bit of my work as well, mate. So no, I couldn't ask for more.
Oh, well, excellent, excellent. Well, we hope you've liked our blethering on about politics. And we have gone a bit off topic, but hopefully it's in service of trying to explain our own meanings behind our Binface fanaticism. Yeah, for coming from two separate Binface voters. Oh, I did see on TV today, by the way, Carl, in another Vox Pop, a resident of Clacton says that anybody that votes for Binface doesn't have a brain.
Oh.
So, welcome to the Teletext Sofa Club. I'm a zombie.
Well, it's our right not to have a brain, and it's his right. We'll cancel each other out at the polling station, and no gunshots will be exchanged.
No, not from the Martello Towers. And you'll cancel each other out,
Yes.
and cancel culture won't go on, hopefully.
No. But yeah, over the whole tendering 100, we'll all be voting, and we'll see what will happen. I guess they might do the results. I guess they might return by about 2:00 in the morning, and then we'll know in the morning, what the spin will be. So it'll be interesting to see. But like I say, it's just all it's just one of them, innit? It costs to do the by-election. It costs a lot of money, and you just think that's a lot of grass not getting cut. That's a few potholes not being filled in or whatever because of vanity. But there you go.
That's politics, baby.
That's politics, man.
That's politics, baby, as John Cooper Clarke might say.
It's goddamn politics.
We should get John Cooper Clarke to write a poem about Binface. Should I message him?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. For the next show, we'll broadcast it. Or James Domestic, maybe.
James, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think James will... he'll have a lot of interesting thoughts. I think he has already. So if you look up some of his stuff, he's got some very good poetry.
Yeah.
Going up there, and he's on Kibble Records and Domestics as well. So look him up because he's very, very active at the moment. He's doing very well indeed.
Yeah, and he was on BBC News, wasn't he, for the 50th CFAX celebration?
I directly got him that gig, really, didn't I? Because
did you contact the news and say that he'd done a poem?
No, how did that happen?
Because it was on our documentary first, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did it for our documentary.
Yeah,
and then
he read it out on the news.
That was because I think I think BBC Essex rung me up and asked me about some bits, and I gave his name. So they went and met him.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, then the BBC Radio told BBC TV and then interviewed him. But that clip's available on YouTube as well on my channel. That's actually available, that whole news article where James Domestics is reading it out. The shut down a teletext. That's on there.
Heavy set and blocky fonts and vibrant, violent hues imparting TV listings the weather, sport and news.
The 50th anniversary has inspired this tribute from poet James Domestic.
With super chunky graphics and clunky animations, everybody knows the joy was in its limitations. It's a very nostalgic thing. I mean, I remember growing up in the 80s and 90s and you'd see it, and it really does, you know, it sort of almost didn't notice it had gone at first, and then suddenly you do, and then it's just not there. This town's too small for both of us. CFAX, you must be shelved. CFAX knew the web had won and skulked off in 2012.
Yeah, and you've also got your appearance on BBC Radio Essex, haven't you, on Byte High No Limit?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, I've done too much, Dan. I need to sit down.
Yeah. I think Binface needs to sit down after all of this.
Well, he needs to come on and jolly well have a chat with us. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Maybe one day
Binface.
we can call him back in.
Binface, I'm your biggest fan. Come on the show, please.
I think he should come on and you should head the interview, because he'll be like, be very. I think that'd be very nice.
I don't know if there's anything more to ask him, to be honest. I'll have to go away and think about what to ask. Oh, I will say something though. I believe it was our last show here, our last Teletext Sofa Club show, Folksoft asked the question for me to ask Binface, and he said, does Binface take the mask off at night like Darth Vader? So when I went onto his podcast, The Trash Talk with Count Binface, right at the end I said, I have a question for you, Count. And I asked him that question. I'm sure he's absolutely sick of people asking him that question now. But he said, no, you wouldn't want to see it. It's putrefaction of the highest order.
Yeah, I think he was asked that in Newsnight as well, wasn't he? He said, why don't you take the mask off? He goes, have you not seen Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, and he also threw that back at them and said, listen, you got me on here as Count Binface.
Yeah, you want to see who I am?
Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
That's good. He's calling the media out as well on it, which is good. They're holding the mirror up to the media, how they operate. So that's brilliant. But,
yeah, and I've seen so many bin puns over the last 2 weeks, many of which we've made many times. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, CGN Live says, on his can, whacker whacker. Yeah, tin can.
Ah.
Hey.
Well, you know that there's a village here called Wheelie as well.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Oh, should we have the shh? I didn't show you this. But I'm gonna show you something here. Welcome to the Teletext Sofa Club. Here is. You didn't see this. You didn't see it.
This
Here
is
we go.
an exclusive.
It's an exclusive.
What do they call it? An early
access.
Early access. Yes.
So you'll have to look out for this, posted to Count Binface's channel soon. But it's a little bit of a taster. And I'd like to thank BMN and HBN for helping me to facilitate this recording. Through the genuine teletext system. As you can see, we've got the Martello Tower in the top right there. It had to be in it. I pledge to build at least one affordable house. I like the grab a game one, actually, because I've never won it, ever.
Yeah, make it fair.
Yeah, make it Clacton fair.
That's good.
Apparently, the cozy crime novels thing is a direct reference to Richard Osman. It says in his book.
Oh,
And yet, Richard Osman was sort of speaking through gritted teeth about it when he saw it. That was funny.
oh, that's really good. Yeah, because I'm watching this
Oh,
as it goes out. Yeah, he's going to bring back Pluto, isn't he? He's going to have a referendum bringing Pluto back.
I've got you on screen share, so you should be able to see it now.
Ah, yes.
I forgot. Sorry. Very sorry.
It's nice, that.
That page has become a bit of a meme, you know.
Ah.
I think it's had 150,000 views on Giphy.
Did you see the one that I made? Someone has turned it into a T-shirt, and they're just trying to sell it.
It could be a bot.
Yeah.
They do have bots that go around turning pages and images into T-shirts. Teletext pages. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like the croissant. In fact, this made an early entrance into the. You got joint first prize for that, didn't you?
That's
Oh,
right.
yes, I like this one.
It was for Field Effects, wasn't it? The
That's right, yeah.
croissant, 99 croissant image. Yeah, both me and you and I entered pieces for it, and we got joint first place, didn't we?
We got exactly the same amount of votes.
Yeah. Weird.
They're weird. I do like that cartoon Martello Tower, though. It's really good.
Yeah. I feel like the Martello Tower is important in all of this. It's a link between the Last Ever Teletext Show, so it's prominent in our teletext community, so I feel like it had to be in there. Oh, one of the Martello Towers.
Yeah.
It's a fake Martello Tower, that, actually. It's got a face, too. I like giving things faces.
I know, yes. You like augmenting faces on things.
If things look a little bit like a face, then I'll ham it up and make it look more so.
That's it.
Binface plushies. They should do them.
But he does figures, doesn't he? Someone makes figures like World of Warcraft figures and things like that.
Yeah, he always talks about them when he's...
Yeah.
He promotes them
But
when he's in the media.
All the proceeds go to homeless charities, I think.
Yeah, that's right. 50% of everything he sells on his website goes to shelter. And including on there's a teletext design, which is part of it looks like it might have been made by someone in this live stream.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty. Oh, I like that. He looks a little bit like Frank Sidebottom.
He does, doesn't he? It's hard to depict people in such small spaces. So I went a bit digitizer on it. Can you see his hand where he's holding the microphone?
Yeah.
That is directly stolen from Brian Boozler, who's my avatar on most websites.
Yeah. FFS1. Formerly HS2. That's brilliant.
Binface Mania. Well, I hedged my bets on whether it was Bin Mania or Binface Mania because I've seen both been used. The Daily Star have gone with Bin Mania, whereas Binface himself has gone with Binface Mania. Oh, there it is. There's the croissant. Croissant from Field FX. Yeah.
I'm glad he did clarify, though, because there was a huge debate about whether the 99p was just for the chocolate element or the entire ice cream.
It is. It's the whole ice cream, isn't
it's
it?
the entire,
99 flakes.
the entire thing, including cone.
Yeah, it should be. So it should be, yes. Because these days it's 99p just for the flick
Yes.
itself. Yeah,
Well,
just
you know
as
why
you
it's
mentioned.
called 99?
Why is that?
It's 9.9 centimeters long,
Really?
apparently.
Oh, right, okay. I haven't heard that before.
That's why it's called 99, apparently. But then the when you delve deeper into it, it's like it might not be that, but I like that.
Why do they call them a 99?
They call them 99s because they came from Italy, and the Italian gelato makers in England wanted to call them something that meant high class, high quality. So they called them after the finest regiment of the Italian monarchy's army, which was the 99th Regiment. That's why they're called 99s, because it means in it nothing to do with 99
That's a
piece.
great pub quiz question.
Yeah.
CGN Live says, beep, beep. I don't know what that's in reference to, but BMN says, thank you for showing HBN and BMN. That's absolutely no problem. Glad to do it. This is the platform for it, after all, the Teletext Sofa Club. We do Teletext things here. Well, it's still the only show, apart from Teletext People, that does Teletext-related things.
Yeah. It's really good, though. I mean, if we get some more services, we'll do some more of this. It'd be nice, actually, to do one on a Saturday afternoon on Telescore as the goals go in.
Yeah, well, we'll just be copying or stealing their content there, though, wouldn't we?
We would be. Wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't it be funny to just rip the guy off? Poor Mike. He'll never like us after that.
But yeah, but we're doing a commentary on it, so it's in the corner.
Oh yeah. Have you seen those people who do, like, they set it up as if it's Sky Sports News and have the ticker running at the top saying, these are the things that are happening in the game, and like the 1-0 at the bottom, and they just talk about the game. I've always wondered about the legality of that, or whether you can do that. But apparently you can't. I always thought there was in the EFL and the British football system, that you couldn't do that because you're technically commentating on the game, and people pay a lot of money for the rights to do that. But I've never seen anybody get done for it. So
yeah. Well, there'll be a big change in that at some point. I think this 3 o'clock ruling is going to change, but that's a subject for another podcast.
A time for another day, for another thing. Okay, so it is time for the final section of the show, and the much awaited and much loved part of Teletext Sofa Club. It is the one and only MOOTLIE, the multi-user teletext editor thingy. Teletext live editing environment, that's it, yes. And look at this. It looks a bit different, doesn't it? It's level 2. What's going on there? Well, I'm going to post in both Discord and in the chat here, the YouTube chat, so we can get working on our collaborative artwork today. Oh, yeah. Oh, so Simply Sarah says, I'm wondering why I put my handle on the Sofa Club logo. Well, so people will know who you are, Sarah. So I've put that in there in the Sofa Club and Podcasts section. So if you want to help us there, Sarah. By the way, that was an hour ago she said that. Oops. So yeah, sorry to everybody who's let's, you know what? Let's have a look to see if anybody has commented in. Oh, what's going on? Somebody's editing right now. Cool. Let's see what's going on in the Discord. If I missed anything. I probably did. Let's have a look. General. No, nobody's mentioned anything good. Well, good and bad, I guess. Because we want more viewers, don't we? Everybody wants more viewers. It's time to move on to the editing section of this show, right? And I'm going to... What are they drawing at the bottom there?
What is
that? It looked a bit like Pac-Man for a minute.
It looks like a Nintendo Wii on its side.
Sideways Wii. Yes.
There's a prompt
for AI. Don't put that into.
No.
Well, I've set up the grid there as grey on blue. So I think you can actually go over the bit at the top there where it says foreground and background, but let's use up the rest of the space first. With MOOTLIE, don't forget that it's a bit dodgy. Sorry, it is a wonderful piece of technology. However, there are occasional bugs with it where the sea comes and washes the artwork away. So don't worry, I'll be taking occasional grabs so we don't lose so much of it. Oh, it doesn't work in level 2 though, apparently. No, if you grab it in EditTF doesn't support level 2. Oh, you can do ZXNet. Excellent. Excellent stuff, man. Excellent. Right, so it's teletext editing. In order to edit this page, first click the link that we have put in the description there, or in the comments, and this page will appear. So then you hit escape once, and an orange flashing cursor will appear in the top left. Then you can move it around with the cursor keys on your wonderful keyboard, and using Q, W, A, S, Z, and X, you can twiddle the pixels. As you can see, I'm messing around there with them. Just make a little box. There it is. And I'll turn them into eyes, yes. If you want to put letters in this mode, you can hit caps lock and type like that for blessed through alpha.
About MOOTLIE and the teletext online editor for you.
What's this?
It is ready to play right here in our chat.
Who's that?
Glow from a CRT screen, blocky letters in a wash of dream, chasing echoes of a broadcast past, making sure the signal's gonna last. Mootie's mind is sorting through the pages, saving memories from forgotten ages. Yeah, Mootlie's mind is sorting through the pages, flipping through the pages. Late night glow from a
MOOTLIE? It said MOOTLIE.
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 MOOTLIE, yeah.
What's that, Wallace and Gromit? MOOTLIE.
I watched that today. It's very good.
Oh, which one?
What was it? It was A Grand Day Out. It was on the BBC. It's very good. It's very good. It's the original one. It wasn't a lot of dialogue in it. It was lovely. It's so chilled.
Have you ever looked up the live action version of Wallace and Gromit?
No.
It's by Lenny Henry. It was a sketch from the 90s. Look it up.
Bin Vote Face. Oh, that's a spoonerism there.
Oh, Bin Vote Face.
Is it? That wouldn't be a spoonerism, would it? No, of course not.
Bin Vote.
Oh, that's going to be Wayne Rooney, isn't it?
This is the way I should have drawn him.
So, MOOTLIE, you never used to be able to twiddle with the QWASZX keys, could you? Has that changed?
I think it's always been like that.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start calling it MOOTLIE from now on.
MOOTLIE.
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 Creep.
There you go.
Creep. Crap.
It looks like Shrek now.
Crap.
So it should. MOOTLIE. Carp. Change to carp. Hey, look at that.
So who's in charge of the klutz then on this for the colours?
Well, I'm the biggest klutz of all. I don't know, actually. But the wonderful Peter KVT set this up for us. This is MOOTLIE, he says. MOOTLIE!
MOOTLIE.
Austin Powers. I'm going to get you, Austin Powers. This is MOOTLIE. Sorry, that's a terrible Scottish impression. MOOTLIE. You know, we might get taken down for those.
From MOOTLIE.
Yeah, give my regards to MOOTLIE.
Ja, vielen Gruß von MOOTLIE.
Just hold on 1 second. I'll be back. You know what? I'll just put you some music in here. So this is a bit more fun. And I'll be back in just a second.
Got some nice bins. We've got a bit of bin face going on now on the far right hand corner.
Yes. Oh, yeah, he's creeping in.
Yeah. We got also, it's the only probably time we'll be on the far right.
Hey! Oh, excellent. Did you put him in there just to make that joke?
Oh, well, that's not me.
That is just as quick-witted as Mr. Binface himself.
Oh, no, I could never be as quick-witted as him. He was very good. Very good. He's,
Whoops.
I messed up. Ooh, no. You shouldn't be going over the control codes.
Get the correct control codes, MOOTLIE. Drat and double drat.
Welcome to Club MOOTLIE.
Club MOOTLIE. We've got another track there from Mr. Nisness.
Excellent.
Club MOOTLIE. MOOTLIE. It's interesting. It doesn't support level 2, the ZXNet export. Shouldn't be much of a problem, though, I don't think.
No, so if you export it as a T42, it doesn't decode over because, well, Alistair would be able to answer that.
Alistair, where are you? We need you.
If you exported it as a bin file,
then we can send it to Binface.
Very good.
It's a tribute to the great man.
Aye.
I like this little guy on the left. He looks like he's holding a dog lead or something.
He looks like he's either that or Kane, blind Kane.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. Oh, that's all right. Top corner taker of the previous World Cup. Brilliant. Look at that. Carp.
Yeah, it's been edited. What colour are we going to make? We'll make it green. Which is 2. There you go. We'll make his head green.
For hire, 5 million in news notes.
Oh, I love this music. Ding 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 ding. I don't know what I'm doing here. Haha.
So in the comments, we've got CGN Live, totally unrelated, but today's the 41st anniversary of the nationwide theatrical release of Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
I used to watch Pee-wee as a kid.
Ah.
On the Cartoon Network or whatever it was on.
Yes, it was on that. I watched the Netflix. No, was it? No, it was on Sky Docs. So it's probably an HBO documentary about Pee Wee Herman. Because I didn't really know much about him. But yeah, he's very, very interesting chap.
Was he always in character?
Mostly, he wasn't for the thing for the documentary, but he was reflecting a lot on that because a lot of the time people wanted Pee Wee and. Yeah, it was him as well. And he tried being himself. He's a very funny guy, but in the end he just reverted to being Pee Wee. So, but that was a whole 1 year before you were born, Dan.
Yeah. I don't have memories of that. I don't have memories of much, though, to be fair.
But I only watched Pee Wee's Big Adventure, the film, the other week, because I saw a documentary. I thought I watched the film.
I see.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good, but his stand-up stuff absolutely hilarious. I mean, it was really funny, really funny.
Oh, he did stand-up.
Yeah, he did. Was he in Saturday Night Live for a bit, or some of the people he was with went on to do that? I can't remember now. I'll get confused because I was watching that, and then I was watching I'm Chevy Chase. Who the hell are you? I watched that one as well, and he was definitely Saturday Night Live. What do we got?
Is that where Bart Simpson got there? I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you from?
Directorial debut. Oh yes, of course. Yeah, that was the first film that he did, and yeah, you could see a lot of Edward Scissorhands and all that in that film, and I think the musical score as well. Was it an Elfman musical score? Don't know. But yeah, very big cultural thing by the looks of it. I don't know who the equivalent would be in the UK as Pee Wee Herman. What do you think, Dan?
Binface.
No, Binface, yeah. Hard to say,
I'm trying
really.
Timmy Mallet, Mr. Blobby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But no. Well, Mallet was huge, wasn't he, in his day? He didn't have a movie though. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, yeah. Not a kid's character though, was he? Mind you, Pee Wee Herman wasn't a kid's character as such. When he first did the stand-up, he wasn't.
Oh, was he profane?
Profane. Well, he was. I don't think he was ever like. There was just a lot of inference in it. Danny Elfman, yes. Thank you. I knew that. That umpy music in it. Like that, yeah. So it's all about his bike. He had his bike nicked. It's quite. I think if you're a mushrooms, I think it'd be a brilliant film. Not that I've ever had.
That's the second time you've mentioned acid on mushrooms.
I think that's just my sort of. Yeah, the only mushrooms I have is going to be with my pork chop that I'm going to have after this recording.
I think we've got some in the freezer. Got to be careful though, because you could use it as an instrument of death.
Yes, the lady that poisoned the family with the mushrooms.
Yeah. Australian lady.
All
right, mate.
Jeez, mate. I'm watching Neighbours again as well. That's on one of the channels on you.
Is it the old Neighbour?
Yeah,
right, yeah.
Brilliant. So good. So slow paced.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about that, weren't we, in the Teletext podcast about slower paced stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to cut to a new scene every 3 seconds. Jeez, make it flaming galah.
Oh, Radio.
I think in this one, Max Ramsey was just told that Shane wasn't his baby.
Bowling Shane.
Shane, mate. Bowling Warney.
Oh, have I messed that up?
Oh.
R.I.P. Shane 1, by the way. I did do an artwork of him, but I never published it.
Oh, right. What, out of, because it was a bit mawkish?
Let's
do so.
No, because I didn't like the artwork, because it looks a bit digitized.
Oh.
Because it was originally digitized and then I edited it, you know, like they would have done with a digitizer back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was a bit... Doing those types of artworks, I'm always a little bit hesitant of. I was thinking earlier today about how I used to literally just draw people's faces into the editor, and I've lost that skill now.
All right, yeah.
I used to be able to do it half good, sort of.
Well, all my stuff is digitized. You know, I look at something and say, can I digitize it, or, you know, fettle around the edges. But so I've never really had that sort of skill of actually freehand drawing anyway, so...
Well, you've got some teletext artworks coming up in our next YLE exhibition, haven't you?
Have I? Oh.
Yes. You've got Roxette.
Yes. Cool, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah. Is that Hannah Fredrickson? Is that her name?
That's it. Yeah. Did you have to zim up because I think I lost the original bins on that.
Bins. Yeah, we've got a lot of bins in our artwork.
Or T42. That's level 42.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Teletext related bands.
Teletext, yeah. T42.
I'd like to know who did the Binface. Sorry, by the way.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go on. He looks like Che Guevara now.
I know, I'm trying to clean him up a bit. Clean him up for public broadcast. Oh, I think we've got a glitch there. Oh no, it works. Yeah, apologies to the person who drew him originally. I've given him a little bit of a fix there. I'm always a little bit hesitant of going over other people's artwork that they've done. Overwriting it. Shout out to my Clacton peers! Yeah, that's great, that, isn't it?
Very good. Yes. Well, that's where you're like Stanley Kubrick then.
Why is that, sorry?
Well, but you like to, you alter other people's works, you see. It's like Stanley Kubrick did that.
Ah.
Yeah, to poor old Anthony Burgess.
Oh, is that Mr. T being drawn in the left there? I think it is. Looks a bit like him.
What is that? Oh, yeah, okay. What we need
AI.
is a Telly Boy. We need a Telly Boy.
Telly Boy, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I was going to print off Telly Boy and put him on my notice board, but I put the Count Binface thing instead.
Ah, yeah.
I printed it because I need to every so often print a page off the printer so the ink doesn't go funny. Yes.
Yeah.
So that means my notice board is going to fill up quickly.
Brilliant.
Dun, 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 dun. MOOTLIE. AI cannot recreate teletext. It never will. You may remember this song because we used it in the Teletext 50 documentary. It's by Pixel Blip. Dun, 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 dun. Have you had any good feedback on the documentary, Carl?
Well, from what I've read in the comments, everybody really. But what I've read is what you've seen, and everybody likes it. It's very, very good. Everyone loves it. I don't know how many views that now. Is it 2,500 odd or something like that?
Yeah, 2,800.
Yeah, so it's all good. I mean, to the extent that when I actually had a chat with Gemini about it about teletext, it scrapes from our documentary.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Which is brilliant. Which is exactly what we wanted. We wanted the if the web's gonna get the facts, then it may as well come from us. So yeah, it's really, it's really, really good. But yeah, no, everybody that I rewatch it, and I enjoy it. It's I guess it's a narcissistic thing to enjoy your own work, but yeah, I do. But it's all the effort you put into it, really. Lacing all them clips together and all the funny bits and the subtitles and all the asides and things like that. It was a perfect synergy, I think, between the interviews that we did and you lacing the final part together. It was the final act in the whole thing, and it was just so good to get it up and running. I wish more people would watch it. I think it was of such a good quality that it could actually have been sort of like even like syndicated maybe or something like that by the BBC maybe.
Yeah,
personally.
The things that the BBC did in the end for the 50th anniversary were limited to the from the live, from the Teletext 50 event. They had a camera crew there, and Binface's little show that was limited to that, which was a shame a little bit.
Yeah, it was, because there were so many stories on that, and again, I think it's just a case of that when they do this, they obviously don't feel that there's enough people that are interested in the nuts and bolts of it. They seem to be sort of like, I don't know, they seem to accept their own inferiority on it, like going, oh yeah, well, it was crap and slow, wasn't it? So let's talk about how crap and slow it was. But not actually talking about, it was on the, they had Mort as a talking head, and he spoke a lot about it, and they used a bit basically at the beginning and a bit at the end where he said, oh, the internet killed it off. They weren't telling the story, were they? They were just basically doing their job, I guess, of fitting everything into 4.5 minutes.
The internet killed it off, but it also led to its revival.
Genesis of the internet. It was the genesis of the internet. Without teletext, the country wasn't ready for technology. That was the idea. As a part of the computer literacy project, they said in the talks that we did in Cambridge, they said that the technology was prohibitively expensive. Couldn't even at the hundreds of pounds that they were selling a decoder set for in radio rentals, or renting one out, it was heavily subsidised by the government.
Yes,
because it was a part of the early part of the computer literacy project. And people know about that through uses of the BBC computer and things, but the first half of it was getting teletext out there. But you won't get retro gamer articles about, teletext. You'll get it about the BBC computer, and that's the bit that people know about. But it's all under computer literacy. The guy that we spoke to, I think the technical guy on the second day was saying that, they used to go all over to Europe and all that, and it was all very much to do with the computer literacy project. Now, all these things you find out, it's incredible, really. You find this out by listening to people.
I think you did a fantastic job hosting at the Teletext 50 event.
That was really hard work, because a lot of people put a lot of effort in for that, and that was our only sort of shot at the 50th, and I was trying to do it in very much the style of the of the podcast, where I weren't trying to say too much, which is a first for me. But so it was. But I came away from that thinking, I'm done. That's exactly what that's what I can bring to the party. I can't bring anything else because it was really good, and it was just so nice to see everyone together just enjoying it. And you know what, I didn't really have to do a lot at all. I just did a bit of MCing. You had Jamie there doing a lot of Twitch streaming as well, and he started to release a few of the videos now onto YouTube. So you've got a lot of the personalities of, if you like, of the day being interviewed on his Twitch channel. So that was really good as well. So props to him.
Absolutely, yeah. The wonderful I was watching those this week about some of the. He actually broadcast the whole thing, didn't he, live?
Yeah. Yeah, he did, and he had all their bandwidth up, which they weren't pleased about, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was good. It was really good. Really good. Oh, it's like Morrison's logo now, that Club MOOTLIE.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. What? No plans for Nigel? Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're only making plans for Nigel. That's the first time I've said his name. I went the whole thing not mentioning him.
It could be a different Nigel.
Yeah.
Nigella Lawson.
Could be Nigel out of EastEnders.
Yeah. Nigel. All right, Nigel.
Nigel. Bye Snowman. Oh, very good. That's a nice tip to one of the online services we watched. Or Hello Snowman for 2027.
CGN Live says Kit Boga, the YouTube scan baser, did a video recently where he exploited an AI being used to call/scam people. He was able to get it away from its talk tracks and basically caused it to lose its mind. I've been getting a lot of calls from scammers lately. I think I must have put my number into some random website and they've passed it on to all these call centers because now I've been getting these scam calls. I just don't answer them. I answered the first one though, because it could have been an important call.
Absolutely.
And
then you're live. You're alive.
I asked it, to prove to me that you're a human, please tell me the capital of Spain. And then it hung up. It was a guy called Keith the Thief. Supposedly called Keith. Using a soundboard. Shout out to all my Clacton peers.
Nice play on words there.
Peer pressure.
Yeah. Pier Starmer.
Peer Starmer, yeah. Bye Snowman, yeah. Sorry, Snowman. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Kit Boga. I've been listening to these scam bases for a long time. Like 10 years at least. Because you forget. You only realize how long you've been watching these channels when you stumble across an old video from 15 years ago. And you look at the comments and the top comment is you. Well, it puts your own comments first, doesn't it? When you view them. But then, like, you can see that you've had 2 likes in 15 years.
Make Clacton adequate again.
Make Clacton adequate again, yes. Yeah.
Keep tendering tidy.
We should put that in. Where is it?
Oh. Yes, the tendering is the district that... So that's the other thing that with it, it's sort of like, oh, well, let's go to Clacton. No ways we end up at the same pub and all that. Clacton, the constituency's flipping massive. It's got like 250 square miles of like, and half of that's farmland.
Right.
You know, and it's like, it's massive amounts of, you know, and that's what they forget. You know, you've got all the landowners and all that outside, and it's yes, it's in a district called Tendring, the Tendring 100, and yeah, so that's what it's all about. So it covers all the farm areas and everything like that as well. It was part of the Harwich constituency, which was a constituency. The MP, one of the first MPs, was Samuel Pepys.
Oh, right. He buried his cheese.
Yes, he buried his cheese in the Great Fire of London and kept a diary. And he, but because Harwich is a lot older. Harwich is the old port, that dates back to the 16th century. So it's part of the Harwich constituency up till about 20 years ago, and it became its own area, its own constituency.
It became relevant.
Yes, it became its own thing. Cause
it's generally all for gerrymandering, though, isn't it?
Yes, well, it's all gerrymandered, and that's ever since it's it was a Labour constituency in '96, and I think then ever since it's been Conservative. And then he went to UK Independence Party when Douglas Carswell crossed the floor from the Conservatives to the UKIP, and the person in charge of UKIP at the time was Nigel Farage. And then Douglas Carswell got voted out, and then Giles Watling took over from the Conservatives. So there was always a Nigel Farage connection in the constituency, because he fell out, and Douglas Carswell fell out with Nigel Farage. It's something that Nigel Farage does a lot of, falling out. But that's we all knew that he would. The people who were paying attention knew that he would actually stand in Clacton and get rid of the incumbent Reform prospective candidate, and he's actually come out and started, digging the dirt on Mr. F as well. So it's all like, it's just politics.
Mr. F.
Mr. F, yes.
Mr. F.
So there you go. So it all goes on. It all goes on, but he could stand for whatever, and I think he'd get in. Unfortunately, I mean, there's the old saying: you could pin a rosette on a deck chair, and the deck chair would get in if it was the right coloured rosette.
Oh, they say pig around here. You could pin a rosette on a pig, and Labour would get in. That's what they say.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just, if we got our people from across the pond on here, do they have I don't suppose they have a similar thing. I think they do have Ron, don't they, where you can vote for Ron.
So Nerd Jealous, the music is Pixel Blip. Oh, this isn't Pixel Blip now. This is Mr. Nisness. Mr. Nisness. But the last one was Aretha Franklin, Seesaw. A cover by Mr. Blip. Mr. Blip.
Dan, I've got to love you all and leave you all.
Okay. Thank you for joining us for the entire show. Oh my God, it's been 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Only the 3 hours and 20 minutes. Look, thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and thank you very much to our contributors. And I've really enjoyed this. And if we can all do this again pretty soon, another time, that'd be really good. And we'll keep trying to find new stuff to cover in the old teletext as well, eh?
Yeah, there's always something new, isn't there? Always something to be found.
Thanks for the MOOTLIE, Peter. Nice to catch up with everyone again in the comments. CGN and Mr. F the Clown and everybody else. And anyone I mentioned, see you later, everybody. But thanks. And Dan, thank you, mate. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. It's been great. It wouldn't be the same without you, Carl.
No, well, it's very kind of you to say, but I think that the feeling is more than neutral here. So have a really good evening, and whatever you guys are doing, keep it blocky. And, this time next week, we'll all know what we know that we don't know now. We will know, won't we?
Was it Rod Stewart that sang that?
No, I think he wished he knew what he knew then, what he knew now, when he was younger. I think.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's it. There you go. Right.
Okay. Cheers, Carl.
All right. No, thank you. Thanks, everyone. See you later, guys. Keep it blocky.
See ya, Carl. Bye to Carl. Yes. Right. So, No Jealous said he did the character top left and the building next to it. Let's just go back to the MOOTLIE there. All right, yeah, it does look a bit Nerd Jealousy to me. Yeah. And it's a delight to have you in the artwork. CGN Live says, good to hear / see you dudes again. Love from the US. Hey, it's been good to have you here, my man. And thank you for the continued streams. We very much enjoy them here in the United States of Kingdom. Yes, yeah, no jealous says goodbye, Carl. Peter Kwan says there are some level 2.5 examples on Artifacts page 912. Are there? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. No jealous says worldwide fame, yes. Let's have a look. What was the page again? Ding, 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 ding. 920. 920 doesn't exist. I've clicked the wrong thing. 912. 912. Dum da dum. Is 912 even a number? Are you trolling me? Oh no, something's there. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, there's that artwork that I was doing of Steve. No jealous says always gotta have V-Birds. I've forgotten what number our artwork was on. Let's go back to it. Yeah. Oh no, it's gone pink. What? What's happened? What have I done? Ah! Well, there you go. It is Pride weekend in Wigan, by the way. And that's a nice tribute to it, though, with the pink background. Club MOOTLIE. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah, it's gone pink. Oh dear. The fish, the little fish that I drew on the right-hand side looks a bit like a bullet bill from Super Mario Brothers. Of course, in Super Mario Brothers, everything has a face. Like I draw everything with a face. You know what? It didn't crash. MOOTLIE never crashed. It's still putting along. Good old MOOTLIE. It's 10 years old now. But it's still performing at a top level, at a Premier League level. Stay away from my... and then there's nothing underneath. It reminds me a bit of... what's happened here? Why is the bottom row disappeared? It reminds me a bit of an Amstrad CPC artwork. Pepto-Bismol vision, says CGN Live. Oh, and No Jealous says pink for late Valentine's. No Jealous asks who did the V-Birds. Could have been Sarah. She's the V-Bird expert. Let's have a look. Aaron Archipelago says, thank you for the show. Thank you very much for tuning in, Aaron. And GK the Mac is leaving a comment. He had to clear off at some point. But we're grateful that he was here for a bit. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I was just dancing along to that music. No Jealous says the alien likes fishing since it says carp. Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah. This guy next to Binface now looks like a zombie. And actually, so does Wayne Rooney. Oh, Happy Squan says, I'll fix the pallets in a couple of weeks. MOOTLIE has had loads of work done on him. The vets bills were huge. Oh, we love it because it's level 2. We never had that before, did we? We've got it now. He also says he'll fix those pallets. Yes, move those pallets. It's like working in retail all over again. I love that music, dude. Oh, there's nothing on 138. I've not set it up, though. Right, so... What do we have here? I can't remember what this is. we've shown you the manifesto. We've shown you pretty much everything now. Yeah. Oh, there's Telly Boy. Glad to see him make an appearance. It's a shame that Cald couldn't comment on him before he left. Look at that guy. He always has to wear his socks everywhere, doesn't he? Even in marathons. Oh, the TV and the remote, the VCR have both got 4 legs. 4 legs good, I guess. Yeah, TV Boy is running for the TV team. He's still got his belt as well. He's sort of very chubby in the top half of his body. He's quite stocky, but very skinny in the lower part. Yeah. Kind of like a TV would be in real life, I suppose. Yes. Hello. Right. We're all gonna CFX holiday. No internet for a week or 2. I think that pretty much wraps up our show for tonight, doesn't it? I don't know who I'm saying doesn't it to, because there's nobody's here with me except the dog. And the dog thinks I'm an idiot, thinks I'm talking to him all the time. Well, so yeah, we've been on air for 3.5 hours, and that's been longer than I expected. So we've done pretty well tonight. I'd like to thank Count Binface and wish him every bit of luck possible in the forthcoming by-election. What on earth? This is his book. At the end, it says Count Binface will return, as if we thought that he was going, that he was leaving. He says the lion's share of the research for this book was carried out by myself, with assistance from my loyal lieutenant, General Waste, and my computer, Barry. And a final thanks once more to all the beautiful human beings who have voted for me so far in UK elections. This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is the end of the beginning. And I think that is a wonderful note on which to end from the Bin himself. So thank you for watching. Let's just quickly do a roll call of the people who have been with us tonight. Aaron Archipelago, GK the Mac, G7, Simply Sarah UK, Murloc Shomes, of course, HBN Texty TV, I love your Envision stuff, Nick Cade, which is not related to Nick Cave, I assume, CGN Live, and Nathan Dane popped in for a bit. Did we miss any of his comments? No, he only did one comment. Peter Kwan, and I think that's David DW, and that is it. I do believe. So yeah, Nerd Jealous as well popped in at the end, right at the end. So thank you very much to all of those people for commenting. The top of my head is cut off. I'm sitting in an awkward position. We did have a lower third for this as well, but I didn't have it on. I decided not to use it because I thought would you like to see the extent of how much crap I can have on screen? The chat. We'll put the chat. That goes over the top of it. Oh, and we've got closed captions as well for my microphone. Hard-coded. Yes. And it's actually picking up what I'm saying properly. But I have to over-enunciate like I'm really speaking. Anyway. Peter Kwan says, it has been great. It has been great. Yeah, let's take all that stuff off. There you go. So, yes, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Don't know when that's going to be. Could be soon, could be later, but we will be back. And on that note, I say, sayonara.
I am the galactic center, and everything else just revolves around me like little planets.
Could you put that in, like, American political terms?
Yes? I'm the galactic center, and everything else spins around me like little planets.
Vertical blanking, a patient analog transmission, blocky pixels on a dark grid, just waiting for the page cycle. faint static on the line. C-Fax, my C-Fax, my C-Fax.
Who's that?
Glow from a CRT screen, blocky letters in a wash of dream, chasing echoes of a broadcast past, making sure the signal's gonna last. Mootlie's mind is sorting through the pages, saving memories from forgotten ages. Yeah, Mootlie's mind is sorting through the pages, flipping through the pages. Late night glow from a
Mootly. It said Mootly.
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 Mootly. Mootly.
Mootly. Mootly.